In fact, the last I heard, even Mick Jagger wasn't interested in me.
Marilyn Kagan, Monday at 9 on KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Joe Crummey, more entertainment than you got a right to expect. Weekend talk show till 10 tonight, tomorrow again at 6, Saturday, Sunday, 6 to 10, KFI. Southern California weather tonight from KFI, partly cloudy. There is a 30% chance of showers tonight, the overnight low in the upper 50s. Tomorrow on Sunday, partly cloudy, a 30% chance of showers during the morning, warmer with highs in the lower 70s tomorrow. In Lancaster, it's 55. In Santa Ana, it is 65. In downtown Los Angeles, 63 degrees from AM 640 KFI. Hunger strikers. Let's talk about those hunger strikers over at UCLA. It's a water-only fast. That's apparently the technical way of putting that. I say that they're bogus. They have no credibility because I don't believe they're going through it. And it's just a way to torture us to get what they want. I think if you really want to do something, go to a school that has the studies that you want, and shut up. Let's take some of these calls. How do you feel about these hunger strikers? Let's go to Brad, who's in Irvine. Brad, you're on KFI. Hello.
Hey, Joe Crummey.
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you that Orange County Young Americans for Freedom is sponsoring a picnic for the starving students at UCLA Monday from 4 to 7 p.m. And
Really?
we would like to invite you to be our guest of honor and eat tacos with us.
Really?
Yes, really, we would.
And now, so this is going to be you're going to protest the protesters.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Exactly, but not. We're not protesting. What we really want to do is we want to offer them food.
You want to offer, but they won't eat it.
Well, but
You're torturing. That's torture. Now, come on. You're trying to torture these kids.
I mean, it's just an offer. It's like, we're not going to make them eat it if they don't want to eat it.
Well, yeah,
We're
but
not like drug pushers.
No, you're not pushing drugs, but I mean,
Exactly.
but you'll bring some nice food and you'll stick it right under their noses. You will be baiting them, though, sir. Will you not?
Well, I don't know. We may not even bait them. We may just sit there and eat.
How about if you guys go?
Have a quiet little picnic.
You should actually. Somebody should sit there and just continue eating until they stop eating.
Dude, we'd have to get a maybe Rush.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
But we would really be honored with your presence at this.
Is that so? Let's take a number. Jacqueline, if you're not too busy having Chinese food in the other studio, take a number on Brad, okay? God, they pay no attention to me here, Brad. It wouldn't happen to Rush. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to him. All right, so you guys are going to protest these guys on Monday.
That's right.
And your point is what? You have a political point you want to make. You say, hey, there shouldn't be any Chicano studies program, right?
Well, UCLA is already cutting, it cut several, scaled back several departments. The announcement was made Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
At UCI down here, we're facing similar cutbacks.
Well, they claim that it has nothing to do with their financial status. They just say that they don't want to do it. It's not necessary to do it. There isn't the students. There aren't enough students to warrant doing it in the first place, and they don't want to do it, so they're not going to do it.
Certainly, in hard financial times, if there aren't enough students,
Yeah.
there's no reason. There's no way you can justify it. If everything's growing and stuff like that, big deal.
It's really stupid because if there really were enough people that really wanted to take it, you wouldn't have to sit there and hold your breath until you die. There'd be so many people they'd do it.
Well, they're just not eating it. We wish they wouldn't hold their breath.
No, well, they're not going to do that.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, this is
exactly.
what it reminds me of, a kid who doesn't get what they want when
Right.
they're a kid, and they go, okay, I'm going to hold my breath until I die, and mommy freaks out, and
Yeah,
then
for
calls
about 10
Dr.
seconds.
Laura Schlesinger and doesn't know what to do about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, curious about that. Brad,
Yeah.
hold the line, okay?
I certainly will.
Jacqueline, deal with him. Would you? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's continue. Well, here's a related call. Sam is in Downey. Sam, you're on KFI.
Joe,
Yes.
let's play hardball with these guys.
What do you want to do? You want to torture these kids, don't you?
Yeah, let's end this hunger strike.
Well, what do you want to do? Force feed them?
Nope, put some food in front of them.
Put some food in front of them, yes.
Yep, like some steak, a little smelly steak.
You're cruel. Sam,
ribs.
you're a cruel man.
Veal Parmesan.
No, you should go to El Pollo Loco. Really get him. Something.
Or barbecue in front of them, get some smoke going.
That's really sad and sick of you, Sam.
Barbecue, maybe.
You're a sick man, Sam.
Sam is sick. Hey, if they want to play hardball, we can play hardball.
You don't think these protester hunger striker people have any credibility, do you?
No way. It's like a kid, when they try to hold their breath, naturally they have to, give it up and then breathe again.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys could hold out.
All right. Sam, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused here. Sam, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for calling KFI. Everybody's agreeing with me. I hate when this happens. I know a lot of you think I just want to talk to people that agree with me. No, it's not so. Now, we just opened up a line. We opened up 2 lines. This is great. If you disagree with me, and let me just state my position one more time because I want to continue this until 8 o'clock, and I want you to be crystal clear where I'm coming from on this. There's something that angers me about the protest that I think is disingenuous. I really don't think that these people are really committed to this, and I don't think that there's really any credibility here. I think it's just to yank everybody's chain. If these guys were really committed, they'd pass around a handgun. I've said this before, I just want you to know how I feel. If it's really so important that you're going to threaten killing yourself, then what's the water for? So to keep you alive, just to torture us because you don't really want to die? If you really feel like dying, then how come somebody doesn't stand out on the lawn, light themselves on fire, and say, hey, I'm really upset about this? Are you committed or not? Is this the only way you can get attention? If you disagree with me, I want to talk to you, okay? It's 28 minutes after 7 o'clock. Amanda is in San Diego. Amanda, you're on KFI in Los Angeles.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
I'm well. I'm getting a little upset about these protesters.
Hey, I think we're giving them entirely too much attention because you're right. They are just a bunch of little kids trying to get attention. And how much time have you spent talking about them?
This is hour number 2.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think, if they really want a Chicano Studies program, maybe they should go to the library and check out a book. I know it's a foreign concept to the Nintendo generation, but, try reading, I mean, it's incredible what it'll do.
Amanda, you're only 20. That's interesting. Why are you so wise and you're so young?
I don't know. I think it's a fluke.
Really? Are you good looking?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Just curious. Do you have any money?
No.
Oh.
No,
okay.
I'm a starving college student.
I was getting interested for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
well.
cool.
Hey, you know what?
What?
These guys, they're just, let them die.
Oh, cruel. But they're not going to, Amanda.
Because if anybody, but if they do, it's nobody's fault but their own.
Well, it is true. They should take responsibility for their own actions. I want to make it very clear, crystal clear tonight. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. It's just that I don't honestly really believe that they're going to get hurt, and I don't think they really mean what they say at all, and they're just yanking everybody's chain.
Yeah. But if they do get hurt, they're hurting themselves, and it's not any of our responsibility.
Well, I certainly hope the chancellor, his name is Charles Young, I certainly hope he holds his ground. I know they're negotiating and they're doing all kinds of stuff, trying to make his name is Charles E. Young. He's the chancellor over UCLA. I certainly hope that he holds his ground and doesn't allow these kids to... I don't know what's the word, to pressure him into doing this because they claim they'll kill themselves unless they get what they want. I think it's really holding the university hostage. Yeah,
what kind of precedent would that set? If the university did institute a Chicano Studies department, then you'd have everybody would just start, starving themselves to get what they want.
Really?
What kind of precedent would that?
Imagine that, all these college kids, young men, unless you have sex with me, I'm going to go on a hunger strike type stuff.
It's just ridiculous. Really? There's better ways to get what you want.
I wish I'd thought of that when I was in college. I should have thought about that. I'm sorry, man, all right, listen, Amanda, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. No, seriously. Thank you for calling KFI. 7:30, Joe Crummey, KFI. Let's check some traffic tonight. Find out how you people are doing on the freeways tonight. We'll go to Ann Germain, who is now in the KFI Traffic Center. Ann?
Yes. Okay, so the personals didn't work. The gym didn't work. The nightclubs did not work. The blind dates didn't work. Nothing has worked. I'm Lisa. Try me tonight. I will try to make it work. At 10 on KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, we talk about the hunger strikers who I think are totally bogus out at UCLA. And we'll take your calls. And there's a lot of stuff I want to get to tonight. You know what? There are so many things I want to get to. At 8 o'clock tonight, we'll change topics. I want to talk about why men don't shop. I went out shopping last night over to Nordstrom, and I was really angry that I noticed women in the men's department buying up a lot of the stuff. And it's like, get the hell out of the men's department, ladies. It's where we're supposed to shop. It's intimidating. It really makes me angry. I don't want to get off on the tangent right now, but I was really angry about that. I was in the store yesterday at Nordstrom. I think I know why men don't shop. You have some flitty little piano player playing. I mean, what guy in his right mind is going to go shop in some store with show tunes playing in the background? It's annoying. I go into the men's... I'm getting off...
Joe, you're getting off on a tangent.
I know that, but I want to talk about that later tonight. I get into the men's department, and there's women I have to fight. I have to fight ladies. You know, the Nordstrom in Glendale is 3 floors. 98% of it is all women's stuff. No wonder why guys don't shop. There's nothing to buy. And then when you get into the men's department, I have to fight ladies who are picking over shirts for their husbands. Get the hell out of the men's department. That's why they call it a men's department, ladies. Get out. Get out. You don't see me in your department. I was really mad. Get the hell out of our departments. And get that piano player. Who is that guy? Get him out of there. Start playing some rock and roll, and maybe we'll start shopping. Jeez. Tell it so. Oh, damn it. Women in the men's department. No, going picking over the shirts and all this stuff. Get out. You don't see me doing it to you. God, you make me so mad. Separate stores. No women allowed. Get out. God. Dressing your men like they're all a bunch of... Well, I don't want to say it. Sad. And you guys, you better be buying your own underwear. I'm telling you right now. If your wife is buying your underwear, the sex is dead. No, seriously. If your wife buys your underwear, there's no sexual tension left. I mean, that's a theory that I've had for a long time. From now on, I will never, regardless of how close I ever get to a woman again, I will not allow her to buy me any underwear. I will not. All right, back to our point. Jim is in Glendale. Jim, we're talking about those hunger strikers.
Yes, I know. Joe,
Cool.
I know that you're looking for people who disagree with you, and I wish I could disagree more, but I do disagree in part.
Well, crank it up. Crank it up.
Nothing.
Give me your best shot, Jim.
Here it is. I think you're missing their real motive. I agree these people don't mean to go through with it all the way. But have you ever heard the words TV movie? Or book rights or movie rights?
Like a Waco kind of thing?
Well, but you live to tell about it. That's even better, right?
Oh, so you're on my side.
I agree, but I think, but Joe, I do disagree that you think that they're doing it just to jerk our chains, and
Yes.
I think that these people are in business, and that's a disagreement. I wish that I could go without food for whatever, 20 days or something, and, live happily ever after with $500,000 or something.
Yeah.
And we could get Kevin Costner or someone to play me in the movie.
Or else you got to go abduct a kid and make a cement bunker and hide the kid in the bunker for a couple of months, and then you can get on TV that way. That's another option.
Exactly.
Okay, you don't have. Or I was thinking you could start a cult and have sex with a bunch of 10-year-olds, but you end up in a fireball. That's not much fun.
No.
Right. And then you get buried.
This is a lot better thing, and you get to stay in town, right home.
Exactly. And look what happened to Koresh. They buried him today at an unmarked grave, and only 4 people went to his whatever they call it, a funeral.
Hey,
sad. See, he didn't get anything.
At least if he could have had a fate like Charles Manson, been locked up or something, he would have had a lot of loony babes writing to him or proposing, all that kind of stuff.
They want him. I think that little Nazi swastika on his forehead is a turn-on, don't you?
Absolutely.
I want to have sex with somebody that's got a big Hitler reference on their head. It's really like, yeah, I really want you.
You can't say he's boring.
It's a turn-on, babe. Let me tell you.
Well, listen,
Fine.
Joe, I wish I could disagree more.
I wish you could, too. Trust me.
That's the best I could do. I really think you missed their motive there.
All right. Thank you, Jim in Glendale. He's cynical. Betty in Twin Peaks. Betty, you are on KFI.
Hi, Joe. It's so cool to talk to you.
I know.
I just wanted to tell you that I've been on my own hunger strike, and I've been living in a cave, for the last 30 days.
Yeah.
And it's just it's taken me into another realm of reality,
It's weird, though. You haven't gotten any media attention, though. I haven't heard about your story.
That's not why I'm doing it.
Why are you?
It's not a publicity thing.
Of course.
It's just I really support these students, but the real reason I'm calling is that I want to encourage people to do this just to sort of get out of their own aura.
Mm-hmm.
And, I see, polka dots and flowers and unicorns, and...
It's a legal high. It's a legal high, right? You're legally high now.
Well, right now, I'm in a white room, and there's no doors or no windows, and it's just solid white, and it just takes your head into a different place, and the white is just sort of symbolic of purity.
This woman is crazy.
And I just wanted to just tell the people out there...
Are you in a jacket, by the way, are you in a jacket that's strapped right now, by the way?
Totally. I am not crazy at all.
I know. Oh, you're not crazy. No.
No, I'm I've literally been taken into another realm as if I've like died, but I'm not really dead, but I'm like alive.
Are you writing a book? Are you going to write a book on this or get a TV deal or something?
I've just been keeping a journal.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. Then you can write about all your hallucinations and we can watch it on TV some night, right?
But I just wanted to encourage you, because you seem like you'd be really cool to do this, is just like totally go on a fast and take your head and almost like snapping it off like a Barbie doll.
Oh, sweet.
And you just sort of just let yourself go and visualize just sort of the fantasies in your head.
Cool.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let you know,
Betty,
I'm totally in support of these people. They're really doing the right thing, and it's just like my heart and my head goes out to these people.
Totally cool. Betty, thank you for calling KFI. She's crazy. Mary is in Highland. Mary, you're on KFI. Hello.
Yes, this is a peaceful form of protest that Gandhi invented.
Really?
Have you seen the movie Gandhi?
I missed that. That's about 1987.
It's a James Dean movie.
It's a James Dean movie?
No, you mentioned a James Dean movie. It reminded you of.
Yes, it reminded me of in the James Dean movie when they were going to drag or something. But he would be in a... I was talking about
these kids are just trying to be peaceful and protest, and it's an actual method of protesting. And you have to see Gandhi. He invented it.
Nobody ever did a hunger strike before Gandhi? You mean he invented that? I don't think so. No.
He did. You have to see the movie. It's very complex.
No, Gandhi didn't invent hunger strikes.
Yes, he did.
No
it's
way.
a method of peaceful protest in crazy times.
But nobody
to
goes
get away from violence.
But
and there's so much here. That's all these kids are trying to do.
But what's happening is the media is playing it up as though they may die and nobody's going to die.
No, they won't.
Gandhi got shot,
won't.
right?
Gandhi almost died, but they...
They what? Gotcha. Yeah. See, nobody's gonna die.
Not
They're
in
yanking
this day and age. Not at this time.
Well, then we need
but maybe they will. I don't know. They may take it all the way.
No, I'll bet you $10 right now. Okay, Mary, I'll bet you $20 right now that those kids aren't going all the way in the hunger strike. All right, put your money where your phone is.
Okay.
Oh, really? Jacqueline. Hello.
I don't usually bet.
All right, get Mary's number because she just bet me $20 that somebody's going all the way, and I don't think so. I could use the $20. See? Yeah. She hung up. Oh, she chickened out. The lowest form of treachery. You are a welcher. Yes, she is a welcher. You're right, Scott. She's a welcher. I know you're sad tonight, but she is a welcher. What? Don't say anything. 7:42 now. See, that's what I'm saying. And she was right. See, Mary. Now, pay attention. Mary, halfway through that call, got the point and realized this is all bogus. It's bogus. Nobody's gonna die. But it's a great story for the media. Ooh, they're in wheelchairs tonight. And they haven't shaved. And they haven't had a shower. Oh, it's so upsetting. God, these poor kids. Oh, they're not gonna die. God forbid anything horrible happens. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Mary got the concept and then freaked. She realized. She saw the light. She realized. That's the point. You're getting your chains yanked. 7:43, 17 minutes before 8 o'clock. Saturday night, this is Joe Crummey. Let's check some traffic. Why not? Ann Germain is in the KFI Traffic Center, unless I... KFI.
You let him go out with your favorite daughter, cause he's not scummy.
Thank you.
I'm not afraid of drinking ill water, cause I'm Joe Crummey.
KFI, where'd you get that? No, really.
Joe Crummey is
Where'd you get
handsome
that?
Joe
Did you make
Crummey
it?
on the Joe Crummey Show.
Oh, man. KFI AM 640.
The Joe Crummey Show.
That goes back.
Joe Crummey.
Oh, yeah. KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk radio. Thanks for tuning in. Southern California weather tonight from KFI. Partly cloudy. There's a chance of showers tonight. I was faked out, were you, yesterday? Even though the weather people said it was going to rain. I did not believe them. But it will rain tonight. At least there's a 30% chance of more rain tonight. Tomorrow, it should, the same situation. 30% chance of showers in the morning tomorrow. Warmer than it was today. With a high in the lower 70s tomorrow. In Ontario, it's 59. Ian, let me give you something up north. Newhall, 62. Downtown Los Angeles, 62 degrees from AM 640 KFI. We're talking about the hunger strikers out at UCLA. I say they're bogus. I say they're just empty threats. They're not really going to go through with it. And I think it's interesting that when callers begin to realize that, they go, oh. Brent is in Irvine. Brent, you're on KFI. Hello. You know, it's funny when people try to call the show. Don't send a boy to do a man's job, sir. You know what I'm saying? Nice try. David in Fountain Valley. David, you're on. No, seriously, though, right, David?
What an intellectual feast for the mind your show is, Joe. I am stimulated beyond belief.
Well, don't get too specific. Don't get too graphic about that stimulation, David. But you're on KFI, so watch yourselves.
Yeah, I know. Listen, these hunger strikers remind me of Cleavon Little in Blazing Saddles. Remember the scene where he grabs himself by the neck and holds his gun up to his own head and says, "Nobody move or the nigger gets it"?
Threatening himself.
Just threatening himself.
Well, that's exactly, that's the best comment I think I've heard all night long.
It's just amazing. And for the people to call up and compare these guys to Gandhi and to Martin Luther King and Cesar Chavez is absolutely ridiculous. Listen, the reason these guys aren't making a dent in society is for the same reason if you went on a hunger strike in order to get sex, it wouldn't work. The reason it wouldn't work is because besides your mother and father, no one cares if you live or die. I mean, people have to care.
Well, see, this is the thing, though. The media... What's squeaking in the background?
That's my daughter.
Oh, how old is she?
She's 10.
That's interesting. Okay, very nice. And you're married now?
No.
Oh, what happened to Mom?
Well, Mom lives in North Carolina.
Oh, she does good. She was the B word anyway, right? I'm on your side, man, because you were sticking up for me. Yeah, well, see, that's the whole thing, though. They're trying to portray it as though we're supposed to really get involved with these people's lives, these young students, and they're in wheelchairs now, and we got to check them out every 5 minutes. We got to take their pulse. They could die at any second. Because I think ultimately nobody really does care, but they try to yank your chain as though they might really die. You don't really believe they're going to go through with this, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. You're absolutely right. No one dies from a hunger strike.
No one ever does.
Gandhi didn't die. Chavez didn't die. Martin Luther King didn't die. No one wants to die. They just want to get your attention. The reason it worked with those guys is because they had a cause that people believed in, and they were leaders in their society.
I say they're giving hunger strikes a bad name.
They absolutely are.
I mean, they're wrecking the whole concept of hunger strikes. Somebody's got to die in a hunger strike. And I'm not suggesting these guys do it, but you got to show us you mean it.
Well, you have to get so close that people really think you do.
Yeah.
And then pull yourself back from the brink.
And we got a few weeks to go on that because they're cheating. They're taking water.
Probably.
If they were committed, hey David, if they were committed, then they wouldn't take the water, right?
I believe that, but I really like the idea of going down there and having a picnic and having tacos. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, ordering out from El Pollo Loco.
Absolutely.
That would really be a cruel twist.
Cracks me up.
Here's some salsa. Here, try this. How about some flame-broiled chicken? Deal with that, okay? How about some of these hot pinto beans? All right, David, thanks for calling KFI.
Okay.
All right, nobody moves to the talk show host gets it. Hazel is in Orange County. Hazel, you're on KFI.
Hi.
Yes.
I am totally against what these students have done. I think they're nothing but hooligans. And I have been told that half of the people that destroyed the property were not even students. I don't know if that's true or not.
I've heard the same thing. I don't know if it's true or not either.
But this would, if they did have the Chicano studies groups, then wouldn't the Koreans and the Vietnamese and the Japanese and the Norwegians and the Germans and so on, wouldn't they want, why discriminate against everybody else?
Well, I think the rationale is the reason, and this is interesting, some of the supporters of this strike were saying that's the reason we had the riots in Los Angeles, because we don't know enough about each other.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
It's funny, when I went to the riots, I didn't hear anybody desperately asking anybody, I don't know anything about you, I need to know. What I saw is people with big garbage bags full of stuff, toilet paper and antifreeze, giving each other the high five running down the street. That's all I saw. I didn't see anybody sitting around saying, oh, God, I need to understand what you're all about. I didn't hear one person say that. Mm-hmm. Really?
I have to wonder if there are any medical problems from this fast, if we're going to be expected to pay their medical bills. I have fasted for 12 days, and I didn't have I was on a juice fast.
Oh, you were on a juice diet. Okay.
Juice fast.
Yeah, but you weren't protesting anything, were you?
No.
Oh.
No. I've been in protest marches, but I don't get involved with hooligans. I don't want anything where...
Where are you from? Are you English?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, how long have you been in this country?
Since 54.
54?
Mm-hmm.
I like your accent. But you disagree on the computer. It says you disagree with me about something.
Yeah, I tell you what, I do...
You're far too nice to me, Hazel. Cut to the chase.
Yes, okay, let me come to the point.
Let me have it.
I tell you what, I do disagree with you. I don't like the derogatory remarks about the Mexicans.
What was it that I said that you didn't like?
Oh, about, do you have roosters in the back cockfights and all the... I think, there are English people that have acted badly at football matches. I hope I am not judged. I hope all English people are not judged by the hooligans.
Yeah, the way you guys go crazy at soccer matches, football matches.
Yes.
Yeah. What is it with you people anyway? It's just a game.
Yeah, I know.
Well, why do you do that?
I could care less about those type of sports.
Yeah, okay.
But I just don't believe that the UCLA regents should make
give in
a deal with hooligans.
Good.
I think they've broken the law and they should be treated like the criminals that they are. But I will also say that not all Mexicans are this way. I just don't. I feel we should all be treated equal, and no one should get preferential treatment, and that includes minorities.
Thank you, Hazel. Thank you very much. Hazel speaks out. She's been in this country now for 40 years and finally called a radio station. Diane. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Shirley is at Newhall.
Joe Crummey, I just cannot believe how you have changed since you got on the radio.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're on KFI. Now continue, yes.
I know what I'm on.
I know, but I have to announce that to everybody else. No, the manager comes in and beats me unless I say KFI.
You better worry about getting beat for all those derogatory things you said tonight.
I'm teasing. Come on, whatever happened to satire?
You're really get beaten for that.
Whatever happened to comedy?
Well, you've taken comedy over the edge, Joe.
Well, that's my job, madam.
I used to laugh at you, but you're just going too far. Don't you have an ounce of compassion left? What happened?
I lost it.
When they beat you in the desert, they beat all the compassion out of you?
No, when I look at my paycheck and I see how much dough gets sucked out of it every week, that's where my compassion went, okay?
Joe, you remind me of somebody that when there's a suicide victim on a ledge, they're telling him to jump.
Jump.
I think you need to go back to your psychiatrist, Joe, and ask him to give you a heart.
Oh, that's sad. Now that hurts. That hurts. I've been in therapy.
Hazel, you were so busy trying to hit on her instead of trying to listen to what she was talking about.
I'm lonely. I'm a lonely talk show host.
Joe, you need a total shake-up.
I need a...
Haven't you ever had a cause that you believed in?
I feel you've hurt me. You've really hurt me
Haven't
tonight.
you ever had a cause that you believed in, Joe? Have you ever had an opportunity or a time in your life when you wanted to be heard and you couldn't be heard?
Once, many years ago.
And you were driven to desperation to do something?
It was a long time ago when I was much younger.
Well, I think you need to get in touch with that, and then maybe you'll understand what it's like to try to speak out and have everybody not listen to you because it's not part of their particular agenda.
Okay, you're right. All right. Listen, once when I was young, a long time ago, I was desperately, deeply, hopelessly in love with a young, beautiful woman in New Hampshire many years ago. And I wanted her so bad, and I went on a hunger strike. I did the exact same thing these young kids did, and she didn't even care. And I'd call her every day, and I'd say,
I'm down to 40 pounds. I still love you.
So how come you didn't die, Joe?
Huh?
How come you didn't die?
And this is sad, and this is what happened. This is why I know these kids don't mean it, and this is why I was so angry, because she didn't care if I was going to die. And that made me so mad I decided to start eating again. And that's why I know these kids aren't going to go through with it.
Well,
and that's
then you're upset because you were weak, because you didn't have the courage to go through with it.
You're right, and I was
afraid that maybe
right.
No,
you're right. I wanted to kill myself because this was unrequited love. I gave her everything. I was 17. I gave this woman everything.
What'd you give her, Joe?
She threw it in my face.
What'd you give her?
I gave her I gave her the Alice Cooper album Killer. I gave her that album. I gave her all my best stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tape my radio shows and give her the tapes.
Yeah,
I used to label them for her and give her.
No wonder she didn't want you.
No.
Joe, I think you need to.
That hurts. I've been in therapy now for months, and I'm damn glad because I get buffeted from people like you.
Tell him to give you a heart, just like the lion.
Wow. All right, Shirley. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling KFI. Ow. Joe suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous callers. San Diego, it's Chuck. You're on KFI. Hello.
Hi, Joe.
Yes.
I was just on my way out to Taco Bell for some authentic Mexican cuisine.
Oh, cool.
And I was thinking,
Give me a taquito.
Whatever happened to Jesse Jackson's hunger strike?
Look, man, by the way, don't inhale the taquitos, okay? Because I understand you can get sick. I'm just kidding. You'll get Navajo Indian disease. I'm just kidding.
Whatever happened to Jesse Jackson?
That's a joke, by the way. Just
kidding, you Taco Bell people.
Anyway, yeah, so what? What happened to Jesse Jackson?
Yeah. I just saw him last night, and he looked pretty full there. It looks like he's been eating lately.
Oh, he was on a hunger strike for those Haitian guys a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I guess he just quit after a while when nobody cared. I guess he decided it was pointless.
Is that what's going to happen here? These guys are just going to quit, and the media is going to go away, and we're just going to...
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is there's a couple of different scenarios. Honestly, I want to be serious with you. I hope nobody gets hurt, and I don't think anybody is going to get hurt. I think what's going to happen is there's either going to be some compromise or a parent or the teacher. There's actually a teacher here who involved a professor. His name is Jorge Mancivius. He's a lot older than these kids. At one point, he may stand up and say, all right, listen, I'm a teacher. You guys are really young, and now I'm saying, please stop. And he may give them a way out that way. Parents may say, oh, please, you're my daughter, you're my son, don't do that. So there's lots of different ways people are going to get out of this. It's like pick a number. Which way do you want to go?
Well, did you hear Bill Handel interview them the other night?
I heard a little bit of the show. I don't think I heard the interview.
It seemed like they weren't just protesting for their Hispanic Studies department. They were really protesting the United States and all the evil we've done down in Mexico and Central America. And you know, it seems like they're more of a Marxist group than they have any, you know.
Well, they may be. Honestly, they may be. I find it hard to believe that anybody could really try to go to the wall just for some silly Chicano studies program when you can already take a lot of the same courses there already. Maybe they do have a different agenda. Chuck, thanks for calling KFI. Almost out of time. Oh, man. Gus is in Ontario. Gus, you're on KFI.
Oh, terrific, Joe. Thank you for taking my call. I know you're running out of time.
Yes, sir. Cut right to the chase, sir.
Okay, terrific. I think they have all the right in the world to protest.
They can protest if they want to. I just don't like the way that the media's fallen for. You don't really think these people are going to go starve themselves to death, do you, Gus?
Well, if they do, they have all the right in the world to do that. But I'll tell you what, the media is contributing to that if they're paying attention to what they're doing. Yeah. What I have a problem, really, I do is all the bigotry. Joe, I didn't know you were a bigot. I really didn't.
A closet bigot. You didn't know that? Yeah, I've been trying to hide it. That black Barbie thing gave me away, man. I didn't know there was a black Barbie. Bingo.
I got to tell you,
you caught me. I was. It's funny. You callers are pretty slick.
I have a lot of fun listening to your shows, and I really do.
Black
but
Barbie.
This time you really
went over the line.
You went too far.
All right, Gus. Thanks for calling KFI.
See, there you go. You're going to cut me off.
Well, I got 14 seconds before I go to the network. Call up the network and yell at them.
It happens every time. Ed was right, and I really want to command it.
And shut up, will ya? It's 759.99999. To prove it, this is KFI Los Angeles. More stimulating talk radio. Gus, check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
AP Network News. I'm Leslie Sawyer. AP Network News.
Joe Crummey.
Oh, yeah. KFI. AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, the sun's setting in, where are we? Oh, yeah, California, West Coast of the United States. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And we'll be live until 10 o'clock. Lisa, after the news tonight at 10 o'clock, getting you a date. Is that the deal there? That's wonderful, okay? Understand if you go on a dream date with Lisa, you go to the Ambassador Hotel, and, okay. Pretty subtle. I don't want to go any farther. I'm just curious how tasteless can I be tonight, but whatever. All right, sounds great. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Thanks for those calls on those UCLA hunger strikers. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out, what happens. Next hour, we'll have open lines. There are so many things I want to get to. We'll do that after the news tonight at 9 o'clock. But the thing I want to get to right now is something that happened to me last night. Let's talk about shopping. I was...
Slow down, Joe. Take it easy, will you? 2-3 cups of coffee, all the sugar. What are you, an idiot?
No, I'm just trying to get psyched for the show. What's wrong with that?
Just slow down. Gee, you got 2 more hours. Hardly any commercials on the show tonight. Take it easy. Pace yourself.
All right. Why is it? This is the topic. I just am sick and tired of running into women in the men's department of stores. Ladies, get the hell out of the men's department. What are you doing in there in the first place? They call it the men's department. It's for guys. I have to yell at you guys a little bit tonight, and I have to yell at you women. Guys, because you're not going to the men's department to buy your own damn clothes, and women, because you're making it harder for us by doing the shopping. Kind of like those methadone treatment programs, you know? They give you methadone so you get hooked on that. Now it's not heroin, but you're hooked on something else. Women, you're not making it any easier for us if you go out and shop for us. Stop the shopping. Get the hell out of the men's department. Let's talk about that. Guys, I want to talk to guy shoppers tonight. Are you as annoyed as I am when you go into the men's department? Like last night, I went out to buy some clothing. And, now that I'm a single guy, I got plenty of time on Friday nights to go shopping. Before, who could care less? I could care less. But I went over to Nordstrom last night. I went over to Glendale. I don't want to bore you with a lot of these details about my private life, but I just bought this beautiful shirt a couple of months ago. It was a gorgeous shirt. It was not blue. I'm so tired of blue shirts. They're so boring. God, enough blue shirts have been made so far. Just stop making blue shirts. Please, I've got 50. How many do you have? Stop with the blue shirts. Anyway, this is not the... Stop talking to me. No, this is not a blue shirt. This is one of those denim-type shirts. No, I'm talking about a blue button-down shirt. Scott, you're a young kid. You don't know what it's like. How many blue shirts do you have right now? Blue button-down shirts. All right, well, you're a guy. See, this is sort of like my point. You're supposed to buy your own clothes, and you don't even know what kind of shirts you have. You're 23? He's a young kid. When you get to be my age, you'll know exactly what your clothes are all about, but you don't know now. I never knew for a long, long time what clothing was all about, because women would buy all my stuff for me. I did not buy my own underwear until I was 35 years old. Well, because I just turned 40, and I didn't buy my own. There was always some woman that would buy me underwear. I didn't even know where you get it. And it's weird. What's my size? I don't know, because all the women I was ever around would always give me the underwear. And then after a few years, the sex would be gone, and I never made the connection. I realized, that's it. Because you give up a vital part of your maleness, and then they don't respect you. Now, ladies, this is my theory. It's really true. If you start buying the man in your life his underwear, something as personal, something that a guy should be doing for himself, in the beginning, you do it because you think his underwear is all ratty and disgusting, and so you buy him the underwear that you think he would look good in. Silk shorts. Guys, we hate that. Women love it. We hate it. We would not be caught dead in silk, long, flowing shorts. Women like that. For us, it's terrible. We that's not manly. We don't want that. But what happens is women, this is my theory, and I could be wrong, but I really do believe that if you women, you start buying us personal items like underwear, after you do that, but after a year or two, you don't respect us anymore as men. I'm telling you, when you first meet a guy, you don't say to yourself,
I'd like to buy him some underwear.
You don't think that. It's only after you've been with him for a while, you're married, or you live with the person, or you do something like that, you start buying his underpants for him. And then after a while, the sex is gone, and everybody's scratching their head, and they don't know why. And guys, it's because you allowed a woman into a particular area that she does not belong, i.e., the men's department. You ladies, stay the hell out of the men's department. There really is, to me, and this is why I'm beginning to notice this now. It's great getting older because I'm beginning to understand the way the world works, why the earth spins the way it does. So I go to the men's department last night. I'm trying to replace a beautiful shirt that I got a couple of months ago. I got it back from the laundry, and I brought it into KFI yesterday. I was wearing it. And somebody started laughing at me. I'm thinking, why are you laughing at my shirt? And they said, well, because it's got a big splotch on it. And I realized that the laundry had screwed up my shirt with bleach or something. So I brought it into the laundry and beat them over the head with it and said, hey, I want a new shirt. They said, get your own shirt. We'll pay you back. So I go over to Glendale last night to get the shirt. And of course, it's gone. There are no more shirts. The exact shirt that I wanted, they don't have it anymore. But what do I notice? That there's a bunch of women picking through all the clothes in there. Now, let me just say this to you. It's tough enough being a guy in today's world. It's tough enough. And then I get into the Nordstrom men's department. I got to fight with women who are picking over all the good clothes. And I'm wondering to myself, why aren't guys shopping? Why aren't guys doing this shopping? And I say to myself, well, let's take a look around. I actually rode the S. Now, guys, I'm doing a lot of work for you. Because I thought about you last night when I was going through the mall over there in Glendale. And I was thinking,
why aren't there any guys around here?
I walked into Nordstrom, and there's like a billion women, and there's 2 or 3 guys sitting on a bench down on the bottom playing with their kids, looking totally bored, while the women are having like a shopping orgasm all over the place. And I'm sitting there, and I have to fight them for you. And I go into the men's department, and it's just like filled with women, picking through the merchandise, buying all the good stuff. And it really angers me. So this is my theory. If women shop for guys, the sex is dead. I'd like you to comment on that tonight. We'll take some of the telephone calls. Women, get the hell out of the men's department. Guys, start shopping. Buy your own clothes. Guys who get dressed by their wives, you end up looking like Bill Handel, who is totally clueless. I bet you his wife buys all his clothes. Who do we know that you've seen on TV whose wife buys their clothes? I'm sure a lot of guys do. I was just really angry about this last night. I thought I'd vent for just a couple of seconds, or I think it's really stupid. Why do you women shop for the guys? Don't you understand you're making it harder for us to do what we need to do? We need to learn how to shop. And if you're always shopping for us, we don't have to learn. Do you understand that? Do you get it? Capisci? Puedes, this is for all you, some of our Hispanic listeners. Puedes entender lo que yo estoy talking about? Diciendo, whatever. Hey, do you understand what I'm talking about? Why are you women shopping for us? God, it was so annoying. I bet it was a woman that bought that last gray shirt that I wanted to. I'm sure it was a woman. Oh, he looked so good in this. Oh, had you not been in there, I would have been able to get it. Let's take some of your calls here. Why do you shop for guys? Guys, why don't you shop for yourselves? No women in the men's department. That's why they call it a men's department. There are 3 floors at Nordstrom. They all have women's clothing, except one little area for men, and it's got a bunch of women in it. Get out. Get the hell out of the men's department. 1-800-767-4KFI. There should be clothes and stores just for men. 1-800-767-4KFI. It's sad. You can't even shop for yourselves. 520-1KFI. Los Angeles to San Fernando Valley. 520-1KFI. Locally from Los Angeles and any place really in this country, 1-800-767-4KFI. God, it's just so annoying to have to fight women in the men's department. I don't know how often I have to say this to you people, but it really ticked me off last night. Get the hell out! Get out! Get out of the men's department! God, you have everything else. You got 90% of the store. You have everything. You got to come into our clubs now. You got to have everything. You got to be in the Senate. Even if you're an idiot, you got to go into the Senate. You got to get into all the clubs, all this politician crap. Who was that Linda Griego who was running for mayor just because that she had female genitalia? Remember that? No, that's her big point. I am a woman, so vote for me. I mean, you got to have it all now. And you got to come into the men's department and pick through my stuff. Jeez, and guys, I'm sticking up for you. Who's talking like this? Nobody. I'm the only guy. You're all over the place. And here's a pretty good theory. No wonder why men don't shop for anything. There's no place for us to shop. It's full of girls' clothing. You got 100,000 different floors of the same old crap. What is it? There's skirts and pants and tops. That's it. What else can you buy? How come there's 3 floors of the same old stuff over and over again? That's what it looks like to me. And us guys, what do? We get one section of one crummy little floor, and when I get there, who's in it? Women. Get the hell out of the men's department now. Across America, if you're listening, get out now. You got 30 seconds by the end of this music. I want you women out of the freaking men's department. And maybe when you people get out of the men's department and get those wimpy, weird piano players, what's that all about? Maybe some of us guys will come back into the stores and start doing some shopping. Jeez. What is it with that piano player in that store anyway? What kind of a guy is going to shop with that music tinkling, wafting down the escalator thingies there? It's weird. I don't want that. Who wants to shop the show tunes?
We know the answer to that.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into that tonight because I'll get yelled at for being... Is there a gay Barbie? All right, stop. Is there a gay Barbie? Is there? No, that would be a lesbian Barbie. Is there a gay Ken? Ken always was gay, wasn't he? Was Ken? I think he always was. Okay. Ken. All right, look, let's just take some of these calls. Wait, Tom, can you hang on, Thomas?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, I need to take a break here. I'm sorry, I lost my...
Joe, you're hosting a talk show at KFI right now. Just wake up and smell the microphone, okay?
Oh, yeah. Okay. 18 minutes after 8 o'clock, Saturday night in Los Angeles. This is Joe Crummey. Let's take a break. We'll come back and take your telephone calls. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio, 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, Saturday night in Los Angeles. Joe Crummey, Southern California weather tonight, partly cloudy, a 30% chance of showers tonight. And the same scenario tomorrow, possibly the rain in the morning tomorrow, which is good, though, because rain definitely improves your chances of having a woman crawl into bed with you and want to cuddle. So I'm all for rain. I think it's great. And there's a 30% chance of that tomorrow. Warmer, too, with highs in the low 70s tomorrow. Long Beach, it is 64. Riverside, 56. Whoa. Downtown Los Angeles, 58 degrees from AM 640 KFI. This is Joe Crummey. I'm talking about shopping tonight. We'll have open lines after the news tonight at 9. I'm tired of running into women in the men's departments. Now that I'm getting into shopping, I run into like 90% women. Get the hell out of the men's departments. And you guys, I'm angry at you because if you shopped in the first place, I wouldn't have to deal with these women. Get the hell out. Thomas is in Riverside. Thomas, you're on KFI.
How you doing, Joe? I listen to your show all the time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, got to get rid of these women. I was in JCPenney's a couple days ago, and it was like I was looking at a peach shirt that I really wanted.
Yep,
and that took guts.
Yep.
And it was gone.
Yeah, right.
There's tons of women in there. It's like, I'm single, so...
And it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to shop. It's like, it's the men's department. Then they've got women helping you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what do you know about men's clothing?
Yeah, that's right. And it's annoying. I go into some of these Nordstrom Rack. I go into there, and it's just like tons of women all over the place, like a bunch of, I don't know, feeding flies on. You know what I'm talking about. Picking through all the crap. Get the hell out.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, thanks for calling.
Okay, have a good one.
There's a good guy. He was looking for a peach shirt. I think that took guts, first of all, right? And he admitted that. Charlotte is in San Bernardino. Charlotte, I thought that was in North Carolina.
No, it's in San Bernardino. Joe, what's your problem? You're in the men's department, and all you can think of to do with women is fight them.
Maybe that's your problem, Joe.
Well, it's that you're buying up all the good stuff. Get the hell out.
Well, if women didn't shop, no one would buy. Women are professional shoppers.
That's what, I went to Nordstrom last night. It's 3 floors. It's all women's stuff.
Yeah, but you don't have to stand in line in the men's store.
Yeah.
When you go to a men's store, were you really there to buy undershorts?
I was there to buy a shirt. I wanted a shirt. I wanted the same shirt that the laundry destroyed. I wanted that.
So what's this with you? Is your manhood all tied up in your ability to shop?
Yeah, I'm a little upset. Yeah, it's just annoyed me last night.
Is your self-esteem as a man so weak that you're worried about shopping?
It's not weak. But it is tied. I want my own department. What's wrong with that?
You've got your own store. They've got men's stores.
Yeah, I know, but this is the men's department. Okay? This is the men's department. I'm going on a hunger strike, okay? I want my own department. I want an interdepartmental department for men, and I don't want any women in it.
Go to a men's store.
Why are you people doing... Charlotte, do you shop for your husband?
Yes, I do.
You do. Now, why? Don't you realize what you're doing to him sexually?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing to him sexually.
You think you made it... Yeah, that's a snide response, but you don't understand... You understand what I'm talking about.
You want a cigarette, Joe?
Let me just say this to you.
Yeah.
Go for it, Joe. Come on. Go for it. Go for it.
Are you happy with your husband?
Yes, I am.
Press her, Joe. She's just saying that.
No, she's happy.
Oh, like hell she is.
No, she is.
I'm happy.
She's shopping for him, Joe. You know what that means about their sex life. It's in the toilet. Come on.
I'm really into his shorts. I like to buy really neat things.
Do you know what that does to him, though? Do you know that you're really losing you're losing the respect for him? You realize that? Do you understand what you're doing by shopping for him?
I'm not losing anything for him,
You're losing
Joe.
a lot of respect
for him. I buy really nice shorts for him, like bikini type things.
Yeah, does he wear them? Does he wear them?
Yes, he does.
Oh. God, he would never buy those things if that's disgusting. You do the shopping.
He looks good in them, Joe.
I'm sure he does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gay. I'm sure if he looks good in them, that's fine for you. But what I'm saying is, why doesn't he go shop for himself?
Why should he?
Because he's
got me to do it for him.
Don't you have any... Get on life, Charlotte. Don't you have anything else to do? Don't you have a job?
Yeah, I have lots of things to do, and I do that, too.
Yeah. Well, see, what I'm trying to say is that I get offended... If you saw a bunch of guys in the women's department, wouldn't you be a little angry if they were buying up all the sexiest bras and stuff?
No.
Huh? You would not be upset if there was a big... You know what? That's
the sign of a sexy man that's got a lot of...
No, you know what?
confidence
If
in
I was
himself.
hanging out in the women's department, somebody would call the cops and I'd get arrested for sexual harassment, or I'd end up on the Oprah show talking about my shopping habits and everybody would talk about me, what a weirdo I was. That's what would happen if I was in the women's department. And take that to the bank, babe. Seriously. Yeah. Joe's passionate about this.
No, Joe, I think you got a problem.
Oh, I know that, but I don't have time to get into all those things. All right, Charlotte, thanks for... She's right. Thank you. Scott is not ready. That's fine. Let's go to... and that's the caller, not Scott. Just deal with that, okay? Carolyn in Granada Hills.
Hi.
You're on KFI. You're on KFI. You're on KFI. I just have to say that.
If you guys had it your way, you'd all be butt naked in society.
So?
Because my husband, he hates shopping. It's the most loathsome thing. I have to. I make.
Well, then
him
get the.
I
You know why he
drag
hates
him.
shopping? Because they got those flaming piano players. Get them out of there. What man wants to shop with that kind of an atmosphere?
Oh, I don't like piano playing around either. You're shopping in the wrong place. You're going for the name brand when you go to Nordstrom's. You need to go like Kmart or or Sears.
Well, it's better than going to a yard sale, but no, I want some class, okay? I can't shop at Kmart.
Those things are overpriced. You're paying for the label. And like I said, if men had their way, they would go butt naked. What can I say?
Well, what's wrong with that, by the way? What's wrong with that?
Oh,
Are you afraid of us?
I don't see anything wrong
Do we
with that.
intimidate you? Do we intimidate you, our nakedness?
No.
All right. So then what are you worried about?
I'm not worried, but I'm just saying, if you guys had it, that's how you would be.
Well, then allow us to go do that. What I'm saying is if you didn't shop for us, we would have to learn how to do those things ourselves.
Oh, I make my husband shop for himself. I
Good.
just drag him.
And you have great sex, right?
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
I've been married 16 years.
All right, still hot as a pistol, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Carolyn, thanks for calling KFI.
No problem.
Appreciate that. Irene in Burbank. Irene, you're on KFI.
It's about time.
Oh.
Joe?
Yeah.
Joe, is this you? Now, I know you told me not to call you tonight. Okay, when I caught you in the shoe department, and you were taking the last pair of high heels, that pissed me off.
Oh, you said
Okay.
the P word. Don't say the P word again, but go ahead. Yes. So
The P word?
Yeah, you claim you saw me last night, right?
Well, I didn't. Were you at Nordstrom's in Glendale?
Yeah, I was.
Well, anyway,
You saw me?
and then you made me follow you to the men's department, and you didn't exactly kick me out.
Really? Did I bring you in one of the changing rooms?
No. You just tried on things right there.
In front of you?
Well, you didn't kick me out, so what's the problem?
Why don't I remember any of this? I can't remember any of this.
It was just last night.
It was last night? Sure it was. Irene?
She's trying to make you look bad, Joe.
Moi, Irene from Burbank. Well, anyway, I thought you were kind of cute. You told me I was kind of cute, and and what time do you get off tonight? Well, Joe, am I embarrassing you?
Of course you are. You're making all this up. You're very cute, though, Irene. You're very, very cute. What floor? All right. What was I looking at? Let me see. What was I wearing last night, if this is really you?
Okay, we went in. You went to buy a Pendleton, okay?
No, wrong. Gotcha. Irene, good shtick, though. Man, you had me going there for a second.
Good stick?
Good shtick.
You mean like a hockey stick?
Like an L.A. Kings kind of shtick.
Yeah,
right?
and you know what? And you can get arrested for having the wrong angle on your stick, just like the Kings did the other night.
Is that right? Are they playing tonight, by the way? The
Yeah,
Kings
they
playing
are,
tonight?
and they're going into overtime, and I guess so am I.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. So you're out of time. Irene, listen, thanks for calling KFI. Scott is at Redlands. Scott, you're on KFI.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, how would you feel about going into the ladies' lingerie department and buying a bra for your wife?
Yeah, I did it once. I did it for my girlfriend years ago. I felt like a real idiot.
See, I could never do that. And that's why I feel...
I mean, how can you buy a bra from a woman, too? Like, it's just, you feel like an idiot when you do that.
I have a real pet peeve with going into any kind of men's department. I don't care what store it is. I was in Nordstrom's a year ago, and it seems like all you get is these very young, high teenage or maybe college-age girls that, you're trying to describe something that you want, but they have no real idea what you're talking about. And I can't see why, men can't get service from men in the men's department.
Hey, I don't know, because guys don't go shopping enough, because women are always in there. That's why they stock it with women so that women can talk to women about men's clothing, which I think is fundamentally screwed up. And I'm just shocked, the older I get, at how few men actually shop for their own clothes.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I think men ought to wise up and get out there and get what they would need.
Guys, yeah. If there was a market for it, then we'd start having some men's stores with some men's music playing and some, I don't know, some Dallas or Laker girls hanging around or something. I don't know, but it's not an environment that is conducive to guys. When you go, it's just not.
Yeah, I mean, how would you feel about asking a young lady clerk about a specific pair of underwear?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Get the hell out. You ladies, get out of the men's department. Get out. Scott, thanks for calling KFI. I'm just surprised. Here's the story. The topic is, women, why are you shopping for your husbands? They should be shopping for themselves. And guys, why aren't you shopping for yourselves? Have you gone into the men's department lately and seen what's happening? It's not pretty. Get out, women.
A little anger tonight, Joe.
Well, yeah, I'm just passionate. It's just, I go into the men's department. Where do the men hang out today? Where do you guys go? 3 floors of women's stuff. 1 little section for guys, and it's crammed with women. Get out! And where are the guys? Sucking on an ice cream cone down on the first floor, sitting on a couch looking totally bored. Stand up. Deal with this. Strap them on. Go out there and shop. You don't shop for yourself, she'll shop for you, and I swear to God, you look like it. Behind your back, people are going, oh, his wife bought him all that stuff. Come on. Jesus, where is it written that we're not supposed to know how to shop? God. 8:31. This is Joe Crummey. You're tuned to KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk radio. Back.
If men had their way, I mean, they would go butt naked. I mean, what can I say?
Well, what's wrong with that, by the way? What's wrong with that?
Oh,
Are you afraid of us?
I don't see anything wrong
Do we
with that.
intimidate you? Do we intimidate you, our nakedness?
Joe Crummey.
Oh, yeah, yep. Well, whatever. All right, KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. 28 minutes before 9 o'clock. It's open lines after the news tonight at 9. We'll also give you details in Joe's Unknown Comedian Contest, which will be 1 week from tonight. Right now, as we speak, 5, 6, 7, 8 lucky unknown comedians. The best-known unknown comedians in Los Angeles will be here next week, being funny for you. So don't touch that dial. Stay where you are, and we'll give you some more details on how you can get in on this. I'm looking for ladies. If you're funny, call Joe's Laugh Line right now. Follow the instructions, and you could be at the Improv on Melrose Avenue in a couple weeks, live on stage. Wow, this is more entertainment than you've got a right to expect. If you think you're funny, call 251-3147 right now. 251-3147. Thank you. After the news at 10 o'clock tonight, it's Lisa who's going to be getting you a date, right? Lisa's going to get you a date tonight after the news at 10 o'clock on KFI. In the meantime, I am talking about shopping. I am noticing a trend. Now that I go shop, I realize that no guys shop. I go to the men's department. It's filled with women. Women, out of the men's department. And let the guys do the shopping for guys. We don't shop for you. You shop for you. We'll shop for us. And I have a theory that women that shop for their husbands, the guys, you end up not respecting your husband because he doesn't take the time to look good in his own style. You should develop your own style, and only one person can really develop your style, and that's you. You have to buy the clothes that you feel comfortable in. If your wife is buying your clothes, guys, pay attention. If your wife is buying your clothes, you are a wimp. Richard is on a car phone. Richard, you're on KFI.
All right, Joe, how you doing?
I'm angry.
Okay, I don't blame you. I was just in that store where they play the piano, and
Yes, stop
they're
it.
having a big sale today, and it drove me nuts. I still got a pair of pants, but it was crazy.
It was painful, wasn't
It was painful, but I got a store for you where it's all men, 3 floors.
Where?
South Coast Plaza. It's called Bullock's Men's Store.
It's not full of gay men, is it?
No, not at all. I
Okay.
wouldn't be there if it was.
Just curious. All right.
Guaranteed. Bullock's, 3 floors of whatever you want.
Really? Now, where is it? South Coast Plaza?
It's South Coast Plaza, and there's nobody to interfere with your buying of clothes.
That's great, man. I think my ex used to shop there.
Yeah, well, I tell you what.
No wonder why she liked it. She was probably picking up on guys.
Well, if she was in Bullock's, that's all there is.
Okay, sounds great, Richard. Thanks for the tip.
Sure, Joe, bye.
Dudes have to stick together. I like that. Cindy in Seal Beach. Cindy, you're on KFI.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Cindy.
I think you're feeling bad because you don't have somebody shopping for you.
I don't want anybody to shop for me. I want to shop for me.
No, you know what, Joe? You can tell the guys, the husbands who shop for themselves.
Why?
And it's not a pretty sight. But We don't buy our husbands pink shirts or wimpy clothes. We
Yes,
buy
you
them
do.
things that they like.
Well, then I'm still mad at you because you're buying up all the good clothes. Let your husband buy his own damn clothes, okay?
He doesn't have time.
Oh, come on. I had time. I went over to the mall last night to make time.
No, well, if he went in and bought his own clothes, I'd have to take them back anyway.
Yeah, see, this is sad. See, you dress your husband, don't you?
No,
How does that affect your... No, deal with it. How does that affect your sex life?
no effect at all.
Thank you. That's my point. I'll tell you right now, Cindy, if your husband said to you, look, see all that crap in the corner there? Those are all the clothes you bought for me. I'm throwing them out because I want to buy my own clothes. I bet you'd be right back, right where you used to be when you first met.
Joe, I'd let him. It'd be great.
And you know what I'm talking
It'd save
about.
me. Then I could shop for myself instead.
That's exactly right. You would respect him more, wouldn't you? You would. No, really, Cindy, wouldn't you respect him more?
If he shopped for himself,
That's right.
if he picked out stuff I wouldn't mind seeing him in public with.
Right. Well, say if your husband had his own style and he had it together and he went out, you would respect him more, wouldn't you?
But that's a pretty big if.
Yeah, well, that's what's... Yeah, that is sad. But I just resent it. Can't you understand my point about how much I resent going into the men's department that's supposed to be for men and I have to fight you for clothing?
You wouldn't. You know what, Joe? If you came up to me and asked me for advice, I'd be happy to help you.
I don't want your advice, lady. I want you out of the men's department because you're buying up all the good stuff. Get out!
Well, see, we have good taste, right?
Yeah, well, that's what really makes me mad because one of you women bought up that gray shirt I wanted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was way too hip for normal guys. It was just, God, it just makes me crazy. All right, Cindy, get out of here.
Thank you.
Get out of the talk show department. 23 minutes before 9 o'clock, Michelle in Santa Clarita. Michelle, you are on KFI.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know if you feel that you're being demasculinated and men are being demasculinated by women buying their underpants and shirts.
I think it just makes me shrivel thinking about that.
Well, how about you men start washing them, too? You know, isn't that demasculinating?
Whoa, hey, let's not push it. Let's not go too far here. Hey,
Now,
come on. I don't do laundry, okay? I don't do laundry.
Let's be fair. I mean, I have to look at your dirty underpants.
You do?
I gotta wash your dirty underpants.
Yeah,
and
really.
I can't buy your underpants?
No, don't. Well, I'll say this. I think that women should not be allowed to see men's underpants. You should not even be allowed to see them.
Laundry.
Right. I'll agree with that. I'll go.
So now you're willing to do your own laundry. Now what about,
Yep.
you know,
Or I'll pay somebody. Let me pay one of those immigrants, who wants to assimilate into the United States culture right away. Here, learn how to use a laundry machine right now. Here you go.
How about this? How about cleaning all the hair from your male pattern baldness that you leave in the shower on the drain?
Well, hello.
How about that? I don't want to demasculinate you by cleaning up
Well,
after
excuse
you.
me. The lady that I used to share quarters with occasionally from time to time, I get into the shower and all her hair. She used to put it on the side of the shower.
Are you sure she was a lady?
Trust me on this one. She
Joe.
was beautiful. Yes. Oh, and that's another reason. But I mean, I'd go into the shower and she would put it all on the side of the it's not bricking, it's tiling, and there'd be this big thing of hair on the side there.
Well, and men,
Disgusting.
you know that something like over
Yeah.
50% of men have color blindness, and it shows.
Oh yeah, well over 70% of women don't bathe enough, so deal with that, okay?
And the men whose socks don't match.
Oh
and
boy,
their
that's a killer.
clothes don't
Oh, that makes me really upset if your socks don't match. Whoa.
Look at you. You want sex, Joe. You're always talking about how you want sex.
Oh, well, I'm guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Oh, I want sex. What's wrong with that?
If you want sex, we
Make me
gotta
think
be
I'm a
attracted
freak
to you.
because I want sex. What's wrong with that?
You got to look good, Joe. And if you look like your socks don't match, if you don't look good, your clothes don't look good, you don't appeal to women, who's going to give you sex, Joe?
I don't want to be given sex, okay? You make it seem like it's something, man. I want you to want me.
Joe,
that's why I've never paid for sex.
You're
'cause
40 years old. You've lived a lot. You've learned a lot.
Yes, I have.
You,
And I don't tell you everything. Let me tell you that right now.
the women give the sex. And,
Not in my universe, babe. You guys beg for it. You beg for it in my world. You do.
I don't live. Is the sky blue in your world, Joe?
What reality are we talking about? No, it's true. That's why I never went to a prostitute. I swear to God, I've never done that because I don't want to pay. It wrecks it. If I have to pay for it, it wrecks it.
Everybody who's listening knows. The women know. The men know.
What?
Who says yes and who lets who?
I want you guys
you
to
don't see
beg
women
me.
out there raping men. We know who holds the key to the sex.
I want you to get down on your knees and beg.
I beg for no man.
I want you to. Well, you haven't been? Are you married?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you had been around me, you would have. I mean it. That's the only way I can have sex if you beg me for hours. That's the only way.
Okay, well, And then when you go into a retail store, they get rooked. You don't know how to shop. And it it may be my fault. You don't know.
It is your fault.
I worked in retail store. And then you could say, "Oh, this is great. Buy this," and they'll buy it.
Really?
I worked in a retail clothing store where the men, they know nothing. They say, "How much will this shrink if it's 50% cotton? Will it shrink 50%?"
That's about
and
as
I tell the man, "What if you bought something 100% cotton? You think it's going to shrink 100%?" Men don't know how to shop.
I know we don't. And what I'm saying...
You're impotent in the shopping department, Joe.
I know, we don't. We are infantile in the shopping department. I'm trying to learn.
Impotent.
Oh, impotent.
Yes.
There's another sexual slam there.
Yeah, it's a frightening word.
Yes, it is. Please don't mention the I word on this show. It is the I word, is it not?
Okay.
Thank you. Well, okay, you're right. But what I'm trying to say is that women should, if you stayed out of the men's department and got those pseudo-gay kind of piano players out of it. I won't say they're gay because I don't know.
You're shopping, Joe.
I don't want to shop the show tunes. Okay, stop it.
I know where you're shopping, but you are the woman before. So you're shopping in the wrong place.
I want to shop at a macho. They should open up men's departments at the Kings games or something, and not and sell like clothing.
What do you wear, Joe? What kind of clothing do you wear?
I've got parachute pants on right now.
What kind of underpants do you wear, Joe?
Calvin's. Why? What's wrong?
I'm colored.
What
white.
kind am I supposed to have? Wait a minute. I'm just curious. Is there a particular kind? I got the right. I've got the kind that like straight macho men wear. Okay, like underpants.
Okay,
you know what I'm talking about?
In them, Joe.
No. There are no holes in my underpants, right? Except.
Are they white when they're supposed to be white, or are they the right color?
How dare you?
No,
How dare you?
I don't mean
if I saw your underpants right now, if I went into your underpant drawer right now. What would I find? Huh? Would they all be totally clean and white? Would they be?
Because I do my laundry.
You do your laundry,
And I know, and I buy the right things. These men buy the shirts that they don't buy the right. They don't know what. They don't have to clean it, so they don't have to worry about whether it's dry cleaned, whether it has to be ironed, whether.
I wanted to ask you a question, Michelle. Hang on. I saw a story in USA Today this week about munsing wear.
About what?
Munsing wear. So you don't know that much about underwear, do you?
Well, I prefer my husband doesn't wear it. No, I'm sorry. Go on.
Really? Well, I understand here that there's a new kind of underwear out that instead of like in men's underwear, do you know how there's a slit down the front,
Which no man ever uses, by the way. Men, we know you don't use that. You're too lazy.
How do you know?
To diddle around
yeah, we
with
just do it right through them. I don't even move them. I just go for it,
That's why yours aren't white, Joe.
Oh, stop it. I was going to try to have a serious discussion about a lawsuit about underwear here, but no one cares. You're cute, Michelle.
Thank you.
Get the hell off my show now.
All right, bye-bye, Joe.
Thanks for calling KFI. Oh, man. Guys, I notice other women are calling. It's all great and everything. There's one line open now, the impotent line at 1-800-767-4KFI. I'm doing all the talking for you guys tonight because you feel these things, but you don't have the guts to talk about it. 8:43. 17 minutes before 9. We'll have open lines after the news tonight at 9 o'clock, plus an update in our Chelsea Clinton lookalike contest in just a couple of minutes. KFI, AM 640, more...
Joe Crummey.
You got to look good, Joe. And if you look like your socks don't match, if you don't look good, your clothes don't look good, you don't appeal to women, who's going to give you sex, Joe?
I don't want to be given sex, okay? You make it seem like it's something, man. I want you to want me.
Joe,
that's why I've never paid for sex. I want you to beg. I want you to get down on your knees. Beg me for it. I'm sorry, but I think that's the American way, don't you? 8:45 at KFI, AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Southern California weather, cloudy, a 30% chance of rain tonight and tomorrow, and warmer tomorrow than it was today with a high in the lower 70s tomorrow. In Riverside, 56. I'm just looking for another city that will excite you. Oxnard, 63. Downtown Los Angeles, it is 59 degrees from AM 640 KFI. Open lines after the news tonight at 9. In the meantime, I'm talking about shopping. Why do all the women shop for men? Men, why don't you shop? And why is it that the men's departments are full of women? Get the hell out. Some of these calls here. Dennis is in Long Beach. Dennis, you're on KFI.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Dennis.
I can't help but wonder if the whole issue isn't your mother.
How do you mean, sir?
Well, I'll tell you.
You think I'm angry with my mother?
I heard the interview.
Really?
Yeah, Joe, I heard the interview when you had your mother on there.
Yeah,
Sounded like a real bright, outwardly loving lady, but I have a feeling she told you what to wear, and you didn't like it, etc., etc. I told you a lot of other things that you didn't like. How often are you in therapy?
Oh, here we go. Once a week, sir.
Okay.
You think I should go more?
Well, I think you need a female therapist.
Oh, no, I'd get all... No.
You gotta get through this crap with your mom.
No, why do I want to go to a female therapist? What do they know about being a man? I'm going to a man who probably buys his own underpants.
Well, I don't know, but what you going to do about Mom?
Well, I mean, she's over on the East Coast. She's far enough away, it's okay.
Yeah, but I think she's still in your head. Did she buy your dad's clothes, Joe?
No. As a matter of fact, no, my dad, this is weird. Wow. My dad ran a clothing store.
You got to be kidding.
No, they were beautiful sport coats he sold and all of that. Oh, yeah. My dad had a great clothes. They had the #1 clothing store back in Albany, New York. I swear to God.
I would have never guessed that, Joe. I don't know.
This is kind of cosmic,
I really can't believe that I'm wrong, though.
It is kind of cosmic, though. You know what? You sound like the guy on those Saturn car commercials.
What?
Yeah, ever hear those commercials for Saturn cars?
I think I have, yeah.
You sound like the guy on those commercials.
Well, the problem is I never hear my own voice, so I really don't know how I sound.
You sound like that guy.
Without taking too much of your time,
I think you're right. You have taken too much of my time.
Okay, Joe. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dennis.
And be good to Mom.
I will. I love my mother, but I will not allow her to shop for me. Martin in Los Angeles. Martin, you're in West Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, this is going to blow your mind, Joe.
Are you gay?
Men are not supposed to shop. It is not masculine from a historical standpoint. Going back to Confucius times when he said that women do shopping and chatter a lot. So any of those two things are effeminate, shopping or chattering a lot.
You mean shopping is effeminate?
It is effeminate. It is not... I'm going to say, there's one talk show host that you know very well, and he used to talk about that. His initials were...
we're not friends anymore. He's mad at me, so don't say anything.
Well, he said that he would never sit there and he would just go and grab anything off the rack.
Oh, but did you ever see? Yeah, you ever see what he looked like? He looked like a refugee. He looked like a refugee from a biker movie, man. The guy was terrible. It was awful.
I met him personally in Phoenix. He looked like a penguin with white teeth.
No, he looked like the best funny thing about it. Nobody knows who we're talking about, so don't say it. But he looked like a catcher's mitt with hair. No, he was funny. All right, but the guy didn't know how to dress, though. I mean, that was obvious.
He wore the ugliest in Phoenix. He wore in the city of the sun, which everybody wears pink. He was wearing the darkest blue suit from New York.
Well, you know what?
You could ever believe.
That's what I don't know. That's the other thing too. I can't understand. I don't want to get people offended here, but why do you Hasidic Jews wear black in L.A.? Why is that? It's hot, and you got beards and all this stuff. Why don't you guys get with the program out here and start wearing some white flowing robes?
It's symbolism, just like Clinton.
I think it's a conspiracy plot by the band Roll-On people or something to make everybody feel.
The yarmulke is for God. Everything has a meaning, Joe. You got to learn the meaning.
Yeah, all right.
And not be a superficial person. And please, you're spending time. Believe me, Joe. With all, I call you all the time, and you spend more time with the silliest people, these women who are so trite and silly, and you ramble on with them. And a person like me, Joe, who has some facts to give you.
You've got something to say.
I have facts, historical facts to give you. If you want to be a man, don't shop.
Don't shop.
Look tough and walk past the place, and don't spend any time in a men's shopping.
What do you look like? You probably look like some woman.
200 pounds. I'm like a chunky Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you're.
You want to make something out of it? I'll meet you in front of Ardmore.
Yeah, I'll know how to find you. You'll be the one that's dressed like some woman dressed you.
This is Martin the poet speaking. Martin the poet.
Oh, really?
I've spoken to you before and tried to give you insights, but I can't reach you too well, Joe.
It's a popular show. I mean, you're lucky you got
around. You take words from that Norris girl, teaches you things.
She does not, and I will not allow her to buy any clothes for me. That's a bunch of hooey, man. The reason why you don't get through on the show is because it's very popular, Martin.
And popular. I call Rush Limbaugh is the greatest in the world. He's greater than Jesus. Everyone is jealous at him. Everyone is jealous.
Who said? Who brought it? I love Rush. I'm not.
He got 500 stations, and everybody knocks him and mocks him, and he makes you guys look like little children. He's the greatest entertainer the greatest communicator, educator.
Why are we talking about this? Why is it? Why am I talking with some bozo about Rush? All right, Martin, thanks. Don't ever call me again. If you don't like the show, if you like him so much, call his show. Get the hell out of here. God, I like him.
I'm your guiding light.
I love you, Rush.
I'm your guiding light.
All right. I love the show.
Guiding light.
And I love him, but excuse me, this is the Joe Crummey show. I want you to talk about me. All right, you got that, Martin?
All right, I'm through with you, Joe. I'm calling Rush.
Shut up, you idiot. Valley. Is this Valley?
Yes, it is, Joe.
Hi, Valley. You're on KFI.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine.
Hey, listen. I was going to tell you. You know, you were talking to the lady about that. You like the women to beg you.
Yeah.
I am married to an absolute babe. Okay. She works at Victoria's Secrets.
Really?
Once a week. She's a successful banker. Once a week, she works at Victoria's Secrets just to buy all that damn lingerie.
She works there just so she can afford the lingerie over there? Really?
Just to get to buy it.
You know, it's funny. I went there with my girlfriend once. She said, just try on anything. I don't care. You know, it was great. Just go try something on. I don't even care. She'd come out. She looked incredible. And she was going, oh, I look so awful. I'm going, right.
But I tell you what you should do. You know, when you go to the place that they have the piano player.
Yes, sir.
You go there, 10 o'clock in the morning, first thing.
I mean, you know what they had? Look, let me just interrupt here for a second. You know what they had? They had the piano player's card. That I could pick up the guy's card and take it home. Like I wanted to entertain at a party. Like I want this guy to come to my house and play. Oh, it was great. I mean, it's so female-oriented. How come there isn't, I don't know, a power tool guy doing a demonstration and you could hand out his cards and take them home to your house and talk about doing some manly stuff? This guy had cards. I could tell you the guy's name. His name is Ed Moore. I don't know why I remember it.
Oh, because,
why do you remember that, Joe? I'd like to know why you remember Ed Moore's name. I'd like to know.
No, it's not so. I don't. But I'm thinking, you know, like, what do I want Ed Moore to come to my house and play piano for? Why is that? I mean, I don't.
Well, listen, Joe. I tell you, you know what you were talking about, the begging business?
Yeah.
After 1 year.
That's the best way, I think.
That's right. She still begs for hours and hours. Not only before, during.
All right, enough of your sordid sex life. Get off my show. I have some class, and you people get on here, and it just goes right into the whole innuendo thing. Anita in North Hollywood, I cut him off for your protection, Anita, and you're on KFI right now, but you don't know it because you're listening to your radio, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, hi, Anita.
Hi.
How are you?
My comment is simply this. The reason there are men's departments...
Who's that in the back?
That's my husband. The reason there are men's departments in department stores is because men are not smart enough or knowledgeable enough at certain times in order to purchase their clothes. They are too lazy, or either you claim you're too busy. The bottom line is, my husband purchases his own clothes when he wants to. When he doesn't, I purchase them for him. As far as creating your own style, that is simply because I know his style. He has developed his style with my opinion and my expertise in letting him know what looks good on him, and then he decides.
He basically is clueless and he doesn't know what he's doing. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, not at all. That's not the case.
Do you listen to him when he tells you what to wear?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really?
But you know what it is? Because we are respective of each other and know each other well enough. If it doesn't look good on me, then I won't wear it.
So you guys both look like crap then. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, that's not the case at all. I'll tell you what.
Like it. Anita, I want you to fax me a picture of you right now.
I definitely will. And you know what else?
Yeah.
As far as your sexual expertise goes.
Yes.
You sound like you are one of the flaming piano players in the store.
That hurts. Now, why did you say that? Why did you say that? That's a cheap shot.
Why are you taking
do you treat your husband like that?
Piano players.
Huh?
Why are you taking cheap shots at the piano players?
Well, he was playing show tunes. I didn't say anything about him. Just saying he played a lot of show tunes. He played a lot of show tunes. Well, you said the BS word. How dare you? She said the BS word. Gee. Kathy is in Downey. Kathy, did you hear her?
Yes, I did.
She said the BS word.
That was terrible.
It was. I took it off the radio, but you people on hold could hear it. And I apologize to you.
That's okay.
All right. Well, this is KFI, Kathy. Hello.
If I don't lose my voice, hello, Joe.
Hello, Kathy. Why are you going to lose your voice? I want you to speak up. Speak up now.
Because I'm getting scared.
You're getting what? What?
Scared.
You're getting scared about what?
Talking on the radio.
Oh, it's easy. Just, you know how to talk on the radio, don't you?
I've never done it before.
You put your lips together and...
Yeah, oh, okay.
Hey, a little joke there, just trying to lighten things up here.
But by the way, I agree with you. A man needs to go do his own shopping.
Thank you.
Pick out what he wants.
Right, and you'll respect him for that,
That is right, because he has to wear it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's exactly right.
And he knows what he wants.
It's so true, you know. It's so interesting. Only one person can really determine what you want to wear. I respected my ex. I said, why don't you get some tight jeans, babe, and put them on because you got the bod for it. She used to wear all these loose-fitting clothes, and the harder I tried to get her to wear that stuff, she wouldn't do it. And then I had to respect her for looking stupid, but at least it was her look. She felt comfortable wearing that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey. Seriously.
But she should listen to you.
Oh, yeah. All women should be in...
clothes,
Yeah, really, no. If women can wear tight clothes, I say yes.
Yeah.
Except for the real fat ones. No way.
No
spandex. No spandex for fatties, tubbies on the beach, okay?
No way.
All right, Kathy, but I bet you'd look good in a thong, right? Just say yes. I can dream, can I? Come on, this is radio.
Dream on.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy in Downey. Hey, we're almost out of time. Michael in Temecula. Michael, you're on KFI.
Hi, Joe. I shop at Sears, and there's never any women there, man.
Really? That's because all they sell is washing machines and stuff.
And the men's clothing department is always right next to the tool department, so, it's just like a...
So you're never too far from home base, right?
Never too far.
If you're feeling a little weird, if you're questioning your sexual identity, you can just run over to the hardware area, right?
Yep.
Take a look at some of those Craftsman tools and some of those big toolboxes and feel like you're in touch with yourself, right?
Feel like a manly man.
That's right. Yeah, but you buy your clothes at Sears. That's a problem, though. You look like you're dressed at Sears.
I don't care, man. At least I don't look like my ex-wife used to try to dress me up. I mean, she had me with all this jewelry and the silk shirts and...
Yeah, really, and underwear like this. My ex bought me these silk underwear.
Yeah.
Right, because her ex-husband used to have it, and she used to think he was sexy if he put that on. So in other words, but you'll be even sexier, she said. And I said, you're turning me off with all this stuff. Get it out of here. Shouldn't have any underpants on right now at all. All right, Michael, listen, thanks for calling.
Later.
I appreciate that. Yeah, later. All right. There was a court case this week about underwear. You know how the guy's underwear, the slit goes down the center and it's vertical, right? Well, there's a new kind of underwear that's horizontal. And they're fighting over this new brilliant technique about whether the slit in the front is horizontal or vertical, and they're actually fighting. It's Munsingwear. They've come out with a new suit. Actually, Munsingwear has had the slit for 40 years, and now Jockey brand is now coming out with the horizontal slit. And my point is, who cares? And yet they're fighting in court over this like this is some big thing. Like... No, I've never seen a guy with Munsingwear underwear on anyway, and as you know, we don't look down anyway, so whatever. Thanks for those calls. Appreciate that. Open lines after the news tonight at 9 o'clock. Joe Crummey on KFI Los Angeles. More stimulating talk radio.
AP Network News, I'm Larry Brown. AP Network News.
This just in, the KFI AM 640. Joe Crummey is not only the best-looking talk show host on KFI, he's the best-looking talk show host in the country.
Joe Crummey.
Honest to God. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Our final hour tonight, Lisa, after the news tonight at 10 o'clock, was going to tell us all about her sexual stories, but now her parents are listening, and now she doesn't want to say anything about it. Is that so? Oh, now you're mad. All right. Oh, your mom is listening. Oh, I'm sorry. She's had no sexual situation. All right. I don't want to get into that anyway. That's your show at 10 o'clock tonight. She's in for Jane Norris. We have open lines our final hour. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 6. Conway 20. I'll run down a bunch of stuff. You get right on the phone lines. We'll whip through these calls real fast in this final hour. Okay, I'll get to Conway 20 in a second. We'll also give you information on Joe's Unknown Comedian Contest. Now, a week from today, we'll have a lot of fun. We're going to be having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the best well-known unknown comedians in Los Angeles. If they're good, the winner will go on to the Improv on Melrose Avenue, and you'll do 5 to 10 minutes there. If you think you're funny, call Joe's Laugh Line right now. We're looking for women, too, at 251-3147. Follow the instructions on the machine that you hear, 251-3147. Do your best shtick. Get 60 seconds. Do it tonight. Do it tomorrow. Do it soon, because our contest is next week, and it'll be way too late. 251-3147. Thank you. Now, let me just comment on some things. I've got 4 or 5 things I'd like to mention to you, and then we'll go to your open line phone calls. 1, Conway Twitty. I don't get it. I mean, it's he died today. It was sad. I don't think it's funny. Who is this guy? All day long. Who are you, Conway Twitty people? I know he was a country music person. I just thought it's the lead story in the news all day long. Who is this guy? I can't name one Conway Twitty song, and yet it's the big... I must be missing something. Who is this guy? Here's something I saw a few days ago, and I'm going to call this to your attention. I think it's really strange. Everybody knows who Regis and Kathy Lee are. Regis and Kathy Lee Live. You know that show? Huh? Of course they're annoying. I didn't say they weren't annoying. I'm saying everybody knows who they are. So I'm watching TV. Aren't you lucky that I'm out there paying attention for you people? I'm watching TV, and this commercial comes on with Kathy Lee for the Carnival Cruise Lines. You've seen her? Right. Everybody's laughing at her because they know what I'm about to say. And she's this awful singer. She could sing with the piano player at Nordstrom. They'd be a perfect match. If you could see me now. Bang. Take her over to the Ambassador Hotel. You know what I'd do. Kathy Lee, come into the kitchen. I got something. Thank you. But all I'm saying... So I'm watching this commercial, and on she comes for the Carnival Cruise Lines. And she walks into this room, and there's a big party going on, and Regis is in there. And he's partying, and he's not with his wife. And did you notice that? Regis is partying, and he's not with his wife. And I'm thinking, whoa, this is intense. And nobody said anything about it. There's a commercial now for Carnival Cruise Lines, and Regis is in this party, and they're really partying. And it's obvious they're partying. And his wife isn't there. And I'm thinking, hello, what's going on? Has anybody noticed that? I think that's, I don't know. I think it's very curious. Where is Joy? His wife is named Joy, right? He's married to Joy Pikus, right? Right. Where's his wife? I think that's really odd. What's happening with the society where you picture these guys out partying and their wife isn't there? It's really sick. I'd recut that commercial immediately and splice your wife back in. It's weird. When Regis was selling crackers, he had his wife right there, right? I think it's really weird. I bet you Joy is really mad at him for that. He's out partying. It's weird with it. They're obviously having fun. Anyway, I happen to notice that. Aren't you glad I'm out there doing this for you? Hey, what about that Mexican tunnel this week? That was a big story. Everybody's talking about that big tunnel like it's the only one. Oh, there's probably 1 million tunnels between the USA and Mexico right now. You know what I think they should have done? They said the tunnel wasn't finished. They should have waited till it was done. They should have waited till all the guys were downstairs, like in the tunnel, doing what they're doing. Then they should have poured cement in it and left them there. That's justice. That's justice. That's what they should have done. They should have waited till they finished it. And what I don't understand about the drug tunnel is what's all the mystery about? It's obviously dug under somebody's big warehouse. Chances are the guy who owns the warehouse knows about the tunnel. And how come if they dug this tunnel that went a half a mile, and it was 5 feet wide and 5 feet high with air conditioning, how come nobody saw him taking all the dirt out? Now, it's really hard. Now, I know in what was that, The Great Escape, they had to hide the dirt all over the place in that movie, in all different kinds of places, but that's a lot of dirt. How do you move all of that dirt and nobody sees all the dirt? It's probably the Mexican police are probably in on it. I mean, no, honestly, I don't want to say anything, but let's be honest. You know what happens when you go south of the border. They were probably helping them carry the dirt, as far as I don't know. It's just my opinion. But, I mean, I would have just poured cement in the tunnel when they're all down there, and I would have said, case closed. Tunnel closed. Right? I mean, that's what I would have done. Or else I would have taken them over to the Ambassador Hotel. Hey, here's Scott, hello. You guys all come into the kitchen. I got a free lunch for all you tunnel diggers. Hey, how about it? Okay. God. All right, so we did the Carnival Cruise Lines thing. We did the drug tunnel. Jurassic Park, the movie. Let's talk about that. I'm seeing the commercials for this movie. I'm totally psyched about the Michael Crichton book, Jurassic Park. A few years ago, I think it was him, I had him on because originally I'd seen an article in Omni Magazine, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago about cloning dinosaurs. And that is really fascinating as far as I'm concerned. Now let's talk for a few minutes. First of all, I think the movie's going to be really stupid, and I'm sorry. It's going to be E.T. with dinosaurs. It's going to be really silly. I'm sorry about that. I was hoping it would be a great movie. It's going to be really stupid. I can just tell. I just know. You know how you can see the trailer of a movie, the previews, and you just look at it and the whole feeling is stupid? Well, it's stupid. I like the concept of dinosaurs. I think it's wonderful. And it is possible someday to clone a dinosaur. And what they'll do is, because they're playing around with genes now and DNA, and how it works is, a long, long time ago when dinosaurs were alive, there was this mosquito. Do you have any class? No, seriously. I'm about to explain how everything goes. Do you have any classical music? I want to get intellectual. I do this occasionally.
Joe Crummey, intellectual.
Now, I know you want a bunch of mindless entertainment tonight, but I do have to play me Hugh Hewitt, anything Hugh Hewitt has. Thank you. A long time ago, there was dinosaurs, right? 75 million years ago. And at the same time, there was a mosquito. And this mosquito one time landed on a dinosaur. And it stuck his little thing into the dinosaur. And it sucked out some dinosaur blood. And then the mosquito went flying away. It was really happy. It has a big load of dinosaur blood. It's like a big tanker thing, right? It was like the Exxon Valdez of mosquitoes. It sucked up a whole thing load of dinosaur blood. And it went flying away, fat and happy, many, many years ago. And it landed on a tree. But mosquitoes are pretty stupid. They're not that smart. And it landed in the middle of a tree with a lot of sap on it. And it got stuck in the sap. And what happened is it stuck there, and then it got covered with sap. And sap turns into amber. I don't know how, but it happens. It's a natural thing. Ask God. Get off my back, but just trust me. So it turns into amber. So you get a mosquito stuck in amber, right? And it stays there. And then the tree falls down, gets hit by lightning or something, right? How do trees fall? They just fall down. They put a freeway through and have to chop it down. And the thing goes into the dirt, and it stays sealed in amber for 75 million years.
You almost said billion, didn't you?
No, I said million. This is an intellectual show. I don't make mistakes like that.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, then a scientist comes along a long time later and finds it, brings it back into his laboratory. And what happens is, if a dinosaur or anything gets stuck in amber...
Joe, it was a mosquito. Come on, man.
Okay, it was a mosquito. Anything that gets stuck in amber is preserved. The amber acts as some kind of an incredible preservative so that over millions and millions and millions of years, the DNA inside the mosquito doesn't go away. And that means all the stuff that's inside the mosquito's stomach. So, and in every little... So if it has any blood, dinosaur blood inside it, the DNA inside the dinosaur blood is still, readable because it was preserved in amber. This is fascinating. So now that we get to read the genetic code of dinosaurs, we're getting closer and closer. We'll be able to make one. Isn't that cool? I'm totally stoked about this. And now there's some idiot scientist on TV this week that was talking about, whether or not it's ethical. Come on, man. Dinosaurs. Come on. Wouldn't that be great? It'd be so great. No more alarm systems. You see this huge, crazy animal inside out. Oh, forget it. But the scientist guy was saying, and I'm going to get very intellectual on you right now. The scientist guy was saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't do it. Maybe we're not allowed to. Maybe for some reason... Thank you. Maybe we're not... they're dead for a reason. Maybe they died a long time ago, and we're not supposed to know dinosaurs. We're supposed to be separated by millions of years from dinosaurs because there's something cosmically wrong about us being in the same place and time as a dinosaur. The almighty Lord made them live and die and made us live and die at a different time, and we're not supposed to get together. We're not supposed to. We could be unleashing something here that we can't deal with. And I'm thinking, that's a bunch of BS. Why do you think we have nuclear bombs? We'll just nuke them. They get out of hand. Bang! Take them over to the Ambassador Hotel. Hey, come in here, you stegosaurus. I got something for you. Bang, you're out of here. You were barking all last night. You're annoying the kids. You're dead. We could shoot them. I don't see... It would be so much fun. Dig a big pit and put a dinosaur in it and listen to it and watch it. Wouldn't that be fascinating to see a real dinosaur exactly the way they were 75 million years ago? Gosh, where's your sense of adventure? I mean, honestly, if you don't like it, kill it. What's the big deal? Eat it, whatever. Fry it up. Feed the homeless. You feel guilty. God, wouldn't it be fascinating to watch them? It's what's wrong? And here's the intellectual part, if you're waiting for it. Why would the Creator, and I do believe in some kind of a Creator, even allow us the possibility of being able to do this? If it's possible to do, then we should go do it. Responsibly, but just because it's possible, we should do it. And do it responsibly. There's nothing wrong. We could just have this dinosaur park. It would be great. And I just get angry at scientists who wimp out and say, oh, no, maybe we're not supposed to. Ow, strap them on. And buy your own underwear, will you, pal? Talking like your wife dresses you. You don't even realize it, but it's true. Okay. Well, we've got open lines up until 10 o'clock tonight. I got more I want to talk about. What else do I got? Oh, I'll talk about the rodent virus in just a few minutes. For those Navajo Indian people, they're getting, sad story. What else do I got? I got a lot of stuff. Let's take a break. All right. Joe Crummey on KFI, AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Back in a moment with your open line phone calls. KFI, AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. Saturday night in Los Angeles, up and down the West Coast. You are tuned to KFI. This is Joe Crummey. I'm live here till 10 tonight. Lisa after the news tonight at 10. Get your date tonight. Southern California weather tonight from KFI. 30% chance of showers. You have a chance of rain tomorrow, 30%. Warmer tomorrow than it was today. A high of 72 tomorrow. In Torrance, it is 63. Riverside, 56. Downtown Los Angeles. At the Ambassador Hotel, we're just right next door. It is 59 degrees. AM 640 KFI. There's another Kennedy reference there. We went right past Scott. It's all right. It's all right. You're in pain. It's all right. All right. He's in pain tonight. We can't talk about it, though. Let's go to some of these telephone calls now. Open lines up until 10 o'clock tonight at 520-1KFI. From Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley, the West Side, 520-1KFI. And from any point in Southern California, 1-800-767-4KFI. I understand we're going to get Richard Reardon, who's running for mayor, on the show tomorrow night. At least we're working on that. We're not sure. Well, it's live radio. What do you want? John on a car phone. John, you're on KFI. Hello.
Hey, Joe. How you doing tonight?
Just fine. Thank you for calling KFI.
I was fortunate enough to be invited to a screening up at Universal on Friday night of Jurassic Park. And let me tell you, you're not going to be disappointed at all.
Are you sure?
It is the best motion picture ever made, bar none.
Did you like E.T.?
Yes, loved E.T.
Oh, okay, you have no credibility with me then. No, I mean, really, I thought E.T. was dopey. It was a dopey movie where all the... I thought it was dopey. Sell me on Jurassic... I mean, I want to like it. I really do.
Look, it was sentimental, E.T. was.
Yeah.
Spielberg did not do that with the dinosaurs.
I want this to be a thriller, like, who killed the dinosaur? Or is there a sexy lady in it?
It is so... if I had a child, and that child was below, let's say, 15, I wouldn't let him see it. It's too violent.
Why? Do dinosaurs eat people?
Yes.
All right, yes.
With plenty of gore and detail.
Do they scream and go, ah? Do they get chumped?
The acting is great.
It is good.
And let me tell you, but there's one way not to see this movie.
What's that?
In one of those stupid mall closet-type theaters.
Oh, really?
Because it has a special soundtrack. You know what THX is?
Yes, sir.
They have advanced that one step further. It's now called, I think it's DTS, for digital theater sound or stereo or something.
Yeah, what's that mean? A bunch of speakers all around the theater. Big deal.
No. This time when the dinosaurs breathe,
yes,
you feel the breath from the low frequencies. You can feel it against your body.
They should have it like you smell them, too.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's just great.
So you liked it. You liked the movie.
Yes, the credits ran about 7 minutes long, and out of a packed house, 2 people left before the theater went dark.
That's a Hollywood thing, though, man. You know.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Everybody sits around and reads the crummy credits like people really care.
You're going to love this picture.
Yeah, wow, really? Well, what do you think about cloning dinosaurs? You don't have a problem with that, do you, John?
I'm sorry, someone beeped in. What do I think, what?
You don't have a problem ethically with the concept of cloning a dinosaur,
no,
do you?
I wish they could do it. It would be great.
Wouldn't you like to see a real one just the way they were, huh?
Yeah, I'd love
Wouldn't it be great? Yeah, and you wouldn't have to drive out to Palm Springs past that stupid dinosaur gas station. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right. We could clone you and have you around forever.
Isn't that sweet? That's a frightening thought. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling KFI. Linda is in Riverside. Linda, you're on KFI. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Is this Joe?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is Linda.
Hi,
from
Linda.
Riverside.
Yes, Linda.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
I'm so thrilled to get on with you.
I'm glad you called.
Oh, this is the first time.
Yes.
Yes, I'm talking about Conway Twitty. You mean you don't know Conway Twitty?
I know of the man. It's just all day long on the news.
Conway Twitty died today. Just in case you forgot, he died.
It's just like, who is he? I mean, he's this guy. I'm sure he was a great, he played a lot of great songs, right?
Yes, he came out with, my name is Linda, and I think I told you Linda.
Yeah, in Riverside.
Linda on My Mind.
Oh, right. He had a song called, I learned that today on the news about him. Yeah, right. He had a song called...
It's Only Make Believe. That was one of his great, great hits.
Did he write that?
In 1958.
Oh, you mean the song that goes, people say you don't really care. Da, 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 da. In my heart I don't believe. It's only make believe.
That's
that
it.
Song?
That's it.
How does it go?
Oh, geez.
My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care. My heart, dun, 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 dun. No one will ever know
that I will love
that
you
I'm
so.
gonna love you so.
Only make believe. Yes, that was one of his great ones. He used to do a lot with Loretta Lynn. And a lot of songs with her, in which were very good. I can't remember any offhand right now.
Oh, but he wrote It's Only Make Believe.
I'm not a real country fan, but
Sure you're not. You live in a trailer park. Come on, Linda, deal with it, right?
No, I do like a lot of the country music, but I am a rock and roller.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially Elvis.
The Elvis man. Oh, really?
Yes.
You want to do some Elvis?
Oh, sure.
Can you do Don't Be Cruel? Well,
Don't Be Cruel?
Know I can't be found sitting all alone. If you can't, how does it go? You don't come around. Oh, yeah, how to forget? You don't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel.
To a heart that's
true. To a heart that's true. I forgot that song. Don't want another lover. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Oh, you're an
Elvis will call up tomorrow, and he'll probably do Conway Twitty for you.
Did you see on the front page of the Inquirer this week, by the way, that Elvis? They had a picture. They have Elvis. I think he would have been 58, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and they have his picture. Like, this is what Elvis looks like today, and I'm thinking.
Well, I kind of scary. Yeah, I'm going to be 50 on Monday, June 7th. But I tell you, I don't feel it and I don't look it. When I go with my son, who's 28,
right,
they think we're dating.
Where's your husband these days?
He doesn't go out that much with us.
Okay, he stays home. Okay, he's planted permanently in front of the television.
In the garage.
Oh, he's in the garage.
Yeah.
That's a good place for a guy. Does he have all his tools out there?
Yeah, right. Playing with his tools.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Linda.
Perry's
yeah, right.
a regular caller.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to. Oh, is he? See, I don't want him to get kinky there. That's right. All right. Hey, Linda, listen. Thank you for calling KFI.
Well, thank you.
All right, appreciate that. Oh, I cut her off there. People say you don't really care. Da, 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 da. In my heart I believe. He wrote It's Only Make Believe. That's an emotional song. That's a good song. Elvis did it, and somebody else did a nice job on it, too. Who had a hit? Does anybody remember who had the hit of It's Only Make Believe? Elvis did a good job, but somebody else. Was it Conway Twitty? I mean, I know he wrote it, but it was that guy? Oh, wow. I'm learning something. But it's just such a big deal. Everybody's talking about Conway Twitty, and I know nothing about him. Now let's continue. Oh, here's another Jurassic Park call. Andrea in West Los Angeles.
Hi.
You had me on hold, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well, you're on KFI. Hello.
Well, I saw Jurassic Park last night.
How is it?
My adrenaline is still flowing.
Is it scary?
It's, yeah.
Do the dinosaurs look more like birds, or what do they look like?
No, they had about 6 different types of dinosaurs, and they were so realistic. And the sound was unbelievable. The fellow that said you shouldn't go to a mini mall is right. You also should never rent it on video. You need the big screen. You need the sound that just pounds through your heart.
Really?
And it was amazing.
Now,
you need a full bag of popcorn.
Full bag of popcorn, right? And it was a good movie. It wasn't stupid and idiotic and for kids.
No.
Good, because I will kill. I will kill.
Matter of fact, I have 2 kids. I would never bring them to something like that. It was very, very violent.
Oh, this is good. Oh, wow. You mean it's way too heavy for your kids?
Yes.
I like it. Good. It should be X-rated
Laura Dern
dinosaur.
finds herself in a dark tunnel shaking hands with a detached arm.
Really?
I mean, it's...
Okay, good. Well, this is what I like is detached arms. Good. Okay, good. So you like it then, right?
I liked it.
Good. Okay.
And,
you recommend it then, right?
Absolutely. Better than Cliffhanger.
Oh, well, that's not saying much. Come
Yeah,
on.
right. Well, I mean, as far as the blockbusters that are
right.
big push this.
Yep, the Cliffhanger thing. I think Sly's career is right on the edge right now, if you ask me. Yeah.
Well, you don't go for... I'm afraid of heights, so that one didn't do it for me.
Did you see that movie K2? It's playing on, I think, HBO now.
It's great.
Yeah.
K2 was good. Dialogue wasn't real intense, but
pretty bad,
but K2 was good. I see a lot of movies.
Yeah, cool. Hey, Andrea, thanks for calling
Thank
KFI.
you.
Appreciate
Bye-bye.
that. Hey, another vote for Jurassic Park. Oh, I hope it's good. 9:30. We're taking open lines. This is Joe Crummey. There's one line open. 520-1 KFI. Back in a moment. Tell you, that was a great band, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Many, many years ago. Joe Crummey on a Saturday night in Los Angeles at KFI. 27 minutes before 10 o'clock. Lisa, after the news tonight at 10. She's going to be getting you a date. Is that right? I used to know that song. We have open lines until 10 o'clock tonight. If you'd like to call Joe Crummey's unknown comedian phone number, if you'd like to get on our contest next week, I'll give you the number 251-3147. If you think you're funny, you could be on the show next week, and you may be going all the way to the Improv. Bud Friedman from the Improv will be one of our celebrity, not guests, but I guess, what is it? You are a celebrity judge. That's right, panelist next week, along with several other pseudo-celebrities will be here. So that'll be fun next Saturday night. 251-3147. If you think you're funny, have some shtick ready to go. Now back to the telephone calls. We'll go to let's go to Dan in Pamarana. Hey Dan, you know where you are, right?
Usually.
Hi Dan, you're on KFI.
How you doing, Joe?
Just
Great
fine.
show.
Cool, thank you.
That story that you told about the Jurassic Park, I didn't read that, but that made me think of something.
Yeah.
They found that book. A couple years ago, I was at Grand Canyon, and they got a store there that sells rocks, and I picked up a handful of them and bought them and came home, and in the quartz
how much did you pay for those rocks?
They're like about $0.25 a piece.
You know, it's funny. You can go down like any vacant lot and get them for free.
Well, I don't know. It's purple quartz.
Oh, okay. All right, sexy rocks. I didn't know.
Yeah, but I thought there was charcoal. I mean, coal inside of them.
Yes.
And I held it up to the light, and there's 2 different kinds of bugs in here.
Wow.
2 different kinds of. How many millions of years do you think they were in there?
I hope a long time for your sake, because you probably paid a lot of money for this rock, right?
No, I said I only paid $0.25.
Oh, you paid a quarter for it?
I'm wondering if it's worth money now.
Well, now it's 2 years older than it was, right? How many years ago did you go?
2 years.
Oh, so the bugs are at least 2 years old.
No, but they're encased in quartz.
They could have faked you out. They could be actually. It could be some guy in a back room someplace squishing mosquitoes and stuffing them into little rocks.
That's true.
Hey, this idiot will buy one for $0.25. Here you go. You could have been had, my man.
Yeah, I could be out $0.25.
Yeah.
hey, you know what? You know about Conway Twitty?
I don't know anything about him. I mean, except today on the news, it was like the freaking president got shot or something.
Didn't you hear?
What? What?
He has had more hits than Elvis and the Beatles.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm going, what?
Yeah, who is this guy? That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you which charts that it was on, though.
Yeah, it was on the.
They sold more records.
It was on the trailer park charts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really. I don't move
it. On the back of his pickup truck, he sold those records.
Yeah, well, he must have been big. Great song, though. It's Only Make Believe. That's great, very emotional. Very
I heard one that he had that was pretty good, too. I don't know what it was called.
Whatever.
But he was really kind of weird looking. You ever see his hair?
Yeah, he looked like one of those guys in Deliverance, right? You know, with the guitar, right? He probably looked like one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you, right? One of those guys, you know, that totally geeked out guy that could really play. Yeah, but he had no brains, but he was, whatever. Hey, Dan, thanks for calling KFI.
Pleasure.
Appreciate that. He got ripped off for that $0.25, I'll tell you that right now. Angie is in Vista. Angie, you're on KFI.
Hi, Joe.
Yes, sir.
How are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Oh, great. You know what? I was thinking about what she said earlier about the clothes and men don't shop for themselves today, and
they don't.
And you know what though? I think that gay men are some of the best dressed men I have ever seen.
You are stereotyping gay men, and I think they're going to be very upset with us.
They are so well dressed, and they shop. Men shop, buy their clothes, because even if they had the girlfriend buy it for them, it's not really the girlfriend, it's the boyfriend.
You know, it's funny. I feel like I'm watching Designing Women right now.
You feel like you're watching Designing Women?
Yeah, because you got this accent. You're like Charlene, the way they talk on that. You watch Designing Women, Angie?
No, I don't watch TV.
There's a gay guy in it. Is that guy supposed to be gay? He's not supposed to be gay? Oh, well, he looks gay. All right, there's a guy on that show that I thought was gay, but I guess he's not.
But you know what? I bet if you'd find Cedric, I know he calls in here a few times, and
yes, he does.
And I bet you he's well dressed.
It's interesting. He's going to be, I'm so glad you brought him up, he's going to be one of our pseudo-celebrity panelists next week in Joe's Unknown Comedian Contest.
Wow.
And we'll get the gay perspective on comedy from him.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
See, I love well-dressed men, and that's why I love gay men. And I called you last week about straightening Cedric out.
You think you could straighten him out?
I'm sure I could.
Well, all right. It'll be interesting. You better stay tuned then for next week, Joe's Unknown Comedian Contest. He will be in the studio. I've never met the man. We'll see what he's all about, all right?
Okay, and you know what? There's one other thing. I think, Joe, that you spend too much time talking about sex and not enough time doing it.
I think you're right.
And, you know, that whole thing about begging, I mean, I don't think anybody should have to beg. I mean, we should all just get together and have a good time.
Well, we should all, we should all be begging each other. I think that's the best way. I beg you.
Nobody should have to beg.
Why? No, come on. I beg you, you beg me, we both beg, and then it happens. But I think that's the best way to do it.
But see, nobody should have to beg, Joe. I mean, we should just have a good time.
Really? Are you offering something here? I'm sorry. Am I?
Joe, you're making a fool out of yourself. Just drop it, okay?
Okay. Hey, Angie, thanks for calling KFI.
Okay, thank you,
Appreciate that. She's on Designing Women. I'm telling you right now, she sounds like it. Really. Bill is in Saratoga.
Well, how come why did you hang up on Angie? I wanted to talk to her.
Bill, you're on KFI. Now, Saratoga, where's that?
That's in New York.
I'm from Albany. How can you be in Saratoga and be listening to KFI?
You're from Albany?
Yes, I am, sir.
Yeah, I went to Hackett. You know Hackett, don't you?
Yeah, the high school, the school?
Junior high.
Junior high school. Yeah, I was out in the suburbs with the rich white people, but I'm curious now, how can you get KFI in Saratoga, New York?
I get it on a telephone.
Really? You must really be hard up for entertainment.
I just wanted to call and tell all of my Democratic, liberal, ex-Californians, fellow I'm an ex-Californian. So
did you just move to Saratoga recently?
Yeah, and I just wanted to kind of laugh in the media's face that Bill Clinton has fallen flat on his face like a drunken sailor.
First of all, it's Clinton. Bill, get it right. It's Clinton. It's not Clinton.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it's Clinton.
Well, he's falling flat on his face like a drunken sailor. He can't even salute right.
Now I know that wait a minute, Bill. You're originally from New York, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, because you're going Qual and War, but you got that stuff.
You wait till Cuomo comes up.
Cuomo. I'm from Albany. I want some coffee. All the people.
We have coffee over here, too, you know.
You have coffee. That's all. You know, it's funny. When I was in New York City, that's the only thing I heard anybody talk about is, I want some coffee. Give me.
You want some bagels?
Yeah, I want some coffee. Everybody's arguing on the street about getting some coffee. That's the only thing I heard.
Get Angie back on the phone, man. They don't have women out here like they do like her, you know.
Yeah,
and tell her I'm not gay, but I dress really good.
You're not gay, but you dress like it.
Yeah. No. I dress really good. I never beg for it. They usually beg me.
Really? Well, see, there you go. That was my comment. That sex is good when everybody's begging each other.
Yeah, man, you got to get her back on the radio. She sounded really good, you know.
Well,
I miss them California girls.
Let me tell you,
really
she probably.
ladies.
Look, Bill, you don't know. You've never worked on the radio, have you, sir?
I sure would like to.
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. We have some sad music. Let me tell you. Here's the sad. Can I just help you for a second, Bill? Because you're alone tonight in Saratoga, right?
Right.
You're the same age as I am. When I was a young,
Yeah.
You said the F word there for the age. Right. Let me tell you something, man. I was a young man once, and I was working at a radio station in Portsmouth, New Hampshire called WHEB, and I was a young man. I was 19 years of age, and I was doing the night show, and I used to shut the transmitter off at 1 o'clock, and I thought, just like you, oh, this is so great. I'm on the radio now. I can get any woman I want. So I was on the telephone, and all these little girls would call up and ask me for songs, and I'd play the songs for those little girls. Yes, I would. I would play them. I said, yes, I will. And what is your name? What is your name?
Then you got arrested, right?
Well, no. But then one girl, I said, gee, what are you doing after 1 o'clock tonight? She came over to the radio station.
Yeah.
And she said, yes, she would. And this was New Hampshire in March. And as you know, it snows until July. It snows until July in New Hampshire. Yeah. And so at 1 o'clock, I shut off the transmitter, and I looked out across the big parking lot. There was a department store there, and the snow was coming down, and I could see the snow under the lights, those big lights out there back east. You see the snow coming down, and I said to myself, she's stiffing me. She's not showing up, and because she didn't come because of the snow. So I went downstairs. I was sleeping in the basement. It's a sad story. I was sleeping in the basement. I found a bottle of liquor. I pounded down a couple of shots, thinking, well, maybe she'll show up, and I want to be ready. Sure enough, about half an hour later, I can see this figure, the shadowy figure, slowly trudging through the snow in the parking lot. And it was a freezing night. It must have been about 2 o'clock in the morning, and she gets closer and closer, and I keep thinking, yes. These are the fringe benefits of being a big star on the radio. And the closer she gets, my eyes begin to focus.
The worse it got, right?
Oh, God. By the time I realized this woman just walked 6 miles through a snowstorm. So, honestly, what kind of a person would do that? Desperate. Why? The woman had webbed hands, basically. No, seriously. So, and yet on the phone, she sounded great. So the moral of the story is all women sound great on the radio, but they don't look great when you meet them. Bill, you're not listening. No, you're resisting me. You're resisting me. You're resisting me, Bill. They sound great, but when you meet them, I'm telling you, I've learned this lesson 100,000 times.
Happened too, man.
You keep thinking they all look like a Claudia Sheep or something. They don't.
She sounds so great, man. You tell her Bill likes her. I love her.
All right, thank you, Bill. You're a sad case. You should get some therapy, man. I'm sorry. Must be lonely in Saratoga. Get off my show, okay?
Well, listen, before I go, okay, just Angie, I love you.
Call Bill in Saratoga. He'll accept the charge.
Can I give you my number?
No, you pervert. Get off my show. No, get a life.
Come on.
No,
Bill.
No.
Off the air. I'll give it to the lady off the air.
You'll give it to yourself. Now get off the air. God. I know what he's going to do tonight, too. Bill, you disgusting pig. 9:44. It's 16 minutes before 10 o'clock. This is Joe Crummey, and I've got open lines. 520-1KFI. 520-1KFI up until 10 o'clock tonight. Thank you. And this is KFI, AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.
On KFI, AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Just 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Saturday night in Los Angeles. Southern California weather. Chance of rain tonight, 30%. Same situation tomorrow. Warmer than it was today. 72 the high tomorrow. Downtown Los Angeles, 59 degrees from AM 640 KFI. After the news tonight, it is not Jane Norris. It is Lisa.
Hi.
Lisa, hey, good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Joe.
So you're just totally scared out of your mind to do the show tonight.
I'm not scared. Do I look scared?
You're damn right you do. But look, I want you to have fun tonight. What are you going to do?
Well, I better have fun tonight, and it's all up to the people out there, your audience who's listening right now, to call in during my show and beg me to help you find a date.
Okay, so people, will it be guys and gals, can call you.
Guys and gals.
To find a date.
Find a date.
And then what do you put these people together?
Well, you know what?
What happens if you put somebody together with like an axe murderer and they get shot? Then what happens?
I claim no responsibility for what happens after tonight, okay?
Good idea.
No responsibility. I have a disclaimer and everything. But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I read magazines every day because it's part of my job, and the newspaper every single day.
You're a producer here, right?
I am a producer.
And you want to be a talk show host?
Yes.
Okay.
I want your job.
You want my job? Get in line.
But, you look through these magazines and the newspaper, and there are so many desperate people. It's gross.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to help everybody.
So tonight I'm providing a service. KFI is actually providing a service for the community.
Okay. Is that how you're billing this? Is that how you're pushing
the service for the community?
Sure it is. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. No, I'm just curious. All right. So you're providing a service by getting dates for people tonight, right?
Right.
And,
right.
And
all
I'm
the
women that call.
Opportunity matchmaker, so
all the women
I don't
that
discriminate
call will
at all.
have webbed hands. Did you hear the story I told?
No, I didn't hear the story.
Okay. You should pay attention, dear Lisa. Youngster that you are. Your parents are listening? Your parents listening?
My parents
tonight?
are listening, unfortunately.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Lisa. How are you? This is Joe. Nice talking with you. Okay, Lisa, get out of here. Good talking with you. 10 o'clock tonight is going to be Lisa. It's a public service, too. She's a public service. Okay. To the calls we go. Bill, are you still on the phone? Bill, are you still on the phone?
Yeah.
What I hung up on you. You know, I don't get this, Bill. I hung up on you. You're the guy in Saratoga.
Nobody hung up on me. I'm just sitting here listening.
Oh, you just want to hang on?
Yeah, I want to talk to Lisa and find out if she could set me up with someone tonight.
Your theme song's on.
Come on.
No, he's exactly what he appears to be. He appears to be some guy in Saratoga.
Good-looking guy.
What's it like? You know what? You know what? It is almost 1 o'clock in New York, right?
I know. There's nothing to do, man. It's a Saturday night.
Why did you move to Saratoga? Do you like racehorses?
No.
Well, then why are you there?
I have no idea.
All right, wait a minute.
I got in my car one day and drove. I was going to go to the store.
Yeah.
I just never came back. I ended up in New York.
That's funny. That's like John Lennon when he was living with Yoko one day. He said he was going to go out and get the paper. He came back 5 years later.
Well, if I lived with Yoko, I think I'd be back 10 years later.
Hey, but seriously, that's funny. All right, Lisa's going to go get you a date after the news tonight at 10. Can you hang on?
Sure,
Of course you can. You got nothing else to do. All right. BJ is in Panorama City. BJ, you're on KFI.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, BJ. Nice
I
name.
think it would be so neat to clone dinosaurs, but don't go on a hunger strike waiting on them.
It's going to be a while, right?
Yeah. The amber preservation of insects, the blood DNA is probably the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, we've only gotten about halfway to the dinosaurs. I think they found a bee and a termite that are about 30 million years old.
Right, but that termite could have, I don't know, had something to do with a dinosaur in a perverted kind of
5
way.
million years too late.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh. But I thought you said that we had mosquitoes that were really, really old. And Amber, Omni Magazine said so.
Yeah, but they said they haven't found any that have had DNA that was workable yet.
Okay. Well, you know what's interesting, though? Whenever I hear scientists say, it's going to be a long, long time, what I always find fascinating is there are always incredible breakthroughs that make something that we never thought was possible at all incredibly possible. So when scientists say, oh, no, you won't do it in your lifetime, I don't believe it.
Yeah, there's a paleontologist up at UC Berkeley right now who's going after it. He's collecting up the amber, and
good.
He's looking for blood. He said we could probably identify it by comparing it with birds and crocodiles.
I think it would be fascinating if they could get half the code. Why don't they marry it to something else? Maybe if they had half a Stegophilus or whatever it is, so why don't they marry it with a hippo?
Well, that's how they got in trouble with the book. In the book, remember?
No, I haven't read the book.
Well, they tried to fill in the gaps using amphibians, and they came out using it with amphibian qualities, and they tried to control the population by creating all females. And some amphibians, when they sense there are no males in the population, some of the females switch over.
Start playing show tunes on the piano.
Yeah, but even if they did get the dinosaurs, they talk about the ethics of bringing them back to life.
Well, let's talk about it.
I think there's going to be a lot of problems just keeping them alive.
Why?
I suggested putting one in a pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, elephants produce a couple dozen pounds of manure a day.
Well, dig another pit next to that pit that's bigger and show them how to use it. Dig a really deep pit and then a pit pit within a pit.
Yeah.
And let them something in the pit that rhymes with pit, but I can't say it because it's illegal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can. Right.
But.
Well, put them in a big cage. Put them on an island.
Huh?
Put them on an island and use a helicopter and drop, food on them or something.
Yes, they'd eat a lot of food, too. It'd be pretty expensive.
Well, drop a little hamburger helper, mix it in with something. Come on, deal with it, man. It's a dinosaur. What do I don't know.
Yeah, but you're talking about an animal.
I mean, here you are.
The immune system is...
Here you are,
Here
you are, BJ, saying that you don't want to do it because you don't think we could feed them. Now, come on.
Well, no. I'm just saying there's a lot of problems in keeping them alive.
Take those guys that were in the tunnel down in Mexico and take them and feed them to the dinosaurs.
No.
Or whatever.
But,
all right, I'm just fooling.
It's not just food.
All right, what is it? You said immune systems. Let's talk about that.
Germs have been continuing to evolve.
Right.
And dinosaurs have probably fallen a little bit behind. Look at the problems humans have with the new germs that are coming along all the time.
Well, the Navajo Indian sickness.
Yeah, or AIDS. Maybe
we'll have them use condoms.
Maybe someday we'll be immune to something like that. But every new disease that comes along, it sort of weeds out the population.
Right.
But,
well, all right. So then, but you could make a dinosaur. Come on, BJ. You could put it in a big bubble. One. You could put it in a big bubble, right? Remember they used to.
You'd have to do that, yeah.
Yeah, and also, aren't they working? There was a case here in Los Angeles a few weeks ago about a baby that was born, and they're working with gene therapy now. They injected the baby with certain kind of blood from something where they were able to get around its immunodeficiency problems. Don't you think we could inject the dinosaurs with something that would keep them alive for a while?
Yeah, but they had to use a virus that they knew how it reacted with human DNA.
All right, so we make a few mistakes. We'll make another one. I mean, it's like Doritos. We'll make more. I mean, what's the problem? I mean, do you think it would be cruel to make a dinosaur that would catch, like, the sniffles and die a horrible death or something?
No, but it would be pretty expensive and difficult. I mean, in Jurassic Park, they had the dinosaurs running around out in the open.
Yeah.
And we don't even know if they could breathe the air with, the oxygen contents changing every few million years like they do.
Wow, so you think that maybe this dinosaur would be born, and the atmosphere of this planet has changed so much that it would start breathing and it wouldn't have the right concentration of atmosphere situation.
Yeah, the world has changed so much. We don't, maybe the ultraviolet radiation levels were different.
Okay, use SPF 14 or something.
Pollen.
Give him suntan lotion. I mean, put him inside so he doesn't get burned. All right, look. Wait a minute. But you could control his environment, though, if you had it in a big building.
Yeah, well, we were talking about Jurassic Park.
Well, the hell with that. Let's talk. You and I talk now, okay?
Yeah, you'd have to keep him in a big, giant test tube, pretty much.
Well, inside, like, the biosphere, right? They'll be done with that pretty soon. Stick him in there, right? Right?
Well, biosphere's not working out that well either.
They're cheating, aren't they? They're bringing Twinkies in the back door when no one's looking.
They're pumping oxygen inside.
Really? Okay. I still think, though, it's worth. But you agree with me that that we ought to go for it, even though there'd be lots of problems.
Ethical problems.
Right?
It would be so cool, but
it would be cool. Wait a minute. You're not saying there'd be ethical. You don't say ethical problems. You're saying technical problems, right?
No, I said no ethical problem. I have no ethical problem with it.
Oh, you don't? Good. I don't either. No.
That are technical, though, are pretty big.
All right. That's cool. BJ, thanks for calling.
Uh-huh.
Nice name, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Bill, are you still in Saratoga?
Yep, still hanging in there.
That's your problem. Let's go to San Diego. It's Vince. Vince, you're on KFI.
Joe, man.
My man.
Hey, you're talking about those black Barbies?
Yes, sir.
A black Ken would have a car that would go up and down. But seriously, okay, Joe.
A black Ken would have a car that would go up and down?
Yeah,
Don't get it. What is that, a joke?
I don't. Cars that go up and down.
They go. I see the hydraulic Ken. No, that would be the Hispanic Ken. That would be the Hispanic.
Okay, Joe.
The black Ken would have a Hyundai.
Joe, you remember?
What?
You remember the guy who won money?
The guy that won money?
Sexual harassment money?
Yes.
You know what? His evil side liked it. Oh, yeah, I liked it.
Oh, Vince.
Yeah.
Vince, I know you. You sent me... Vince, you sent me a letter this week, didn't you?
Yeah, you got it.
I got your letter, and I'm writing you back a letter. It's more letter than you have a right to expect from a big-time talk show.
Hey, this is more intimate than you got a right to expect for some 15-year-old, Joe.
You're right. Most 15-year-olds are out in the bushes right now with a warm can of beer, right? Why aren't you out right...
Touch me there, I'll call you.
Right, all right. Hey, Vince.
Go in the spa.
All right, Vince. Look, I'm sending you a letter this week. Be a nice kid. And get a girlfriend, will you? Making me wonder about you. All right. Jeannie is in Mission Viejo. Jeannie, you're on KFI. Let me press this button again. Did I lose? Oh, hi, Jeannie. Jeannie.
Yes.
Hi, Jeannie. You're on KFI.
Hi, this is the first time I've ever heard your show.
Yes.
And I think that it's really funny, except for the fact that you totally got on that woman, and it upset me because I've called into the radio before, not this station, but another station, and I'm not unattractive at all.
Really?
And when I was in high school, I listen to a station called KZY.
Oh, yes.
And a DJ called Big John Carter.
Yes.
And we thought he was great. We listened to him every morning, and a girlfriend of mine decided that we were going to ditch school one day to go down and see him.
Yeah, I know where you're going, and you're right.
No idea why they called him Big John Carter until I got there.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes both ways.
You know, you're absolutely right, Jeannie. But you say you're good looking, right?
Oh, sure.
Okay, I believe you. Jeannie, you're absolutely right, because the guys on the radio usually are skanky looking, but I am incredibly handsome, but I don't like to talk about it a lot. I don't want to brag too much. I'm very cool about how great looking I am. Hey, I got to run. Jeannie, I'm so glad you called the show tonight. Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm out of time. Hey, listen, I appreciate all those telephone calls tonight. Well, we'll be back tomorrow night at 6. I understand we may be talking with Richard Reardon. All right, whatever. Tune in tomorrow at 6. Lisa is next. 10 o'clock at KFI Los Angeles. More stimulating talk radio.
AP Network News, I'm Larry Brown.